Yeah.
It's like, he's feeling him up and he's giving him a big old hello from behind.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
It was a true Gandalf versus the Balrog style shit, except if the Balrog won by luring Gandalf into a packet of chicken twisties.
We have Le Hobbit, Der Hobbit, Die Hobbit.
Right. The amount of times that Steph wakes up, in shock.
Yeah.
It's just Gus in a towel appears at some point.
Orphan boy.
Tell me, what day is it, sir?
Send us, make it, just bucket. All your M&Ms are fantastic. All of them. Just bucket all of them.
Don't sit on your lap.
Oh my god.
That's half of what's in the cupboard right now. Hello and welcome to Back Pocket for Thursday the 3rd of December. Tonight on the show we've got worms, but also we're pimping out a $4,000 PC that Intel are helping us give to one of you lucky people, and we need your help doing that. But mainly, we have worms, and I can't have worms alone. Also having worms is...
I don't know if I like this anymore. I'm always handballed something. Gus, who was thinking he was feeling festive last week, but fuck me if it's not more festive tonight. Next to me...
It's Steph, who is responsible for the festive cheer you see around us today.
And next to Steph. Sorry, we'll explain this in a moment. And Peter, who is playing the role of the Grinch tonight, because fuck all these lights.
Pete wasn't happy with the lights because he's like, they're blinking. And Steph and I are like, they're meant to blink.
No, they're not
lights.
blinking, they're flickering.
Right.
So it's a refresh rate of the LEDs, you see.
God, what a way to kill the buzz.
How did you fix it?
I didn't.
He didn't.
Oh, okay.
People won't
you
see
learned
it
to live
tonight,
with
but
it.
consider it a festive flicker.
I think it looks fantastic.
Looks
I was
amazing.
so excited when I came in.
Yay.
Stephanie did a great job.
Wonderful job.
This is the happiest I've ever been. I think if you were in this room half an hour ago, you know that's definitely not true. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. We are thrilled to have you here for another episode of Back Pocket. Of course, it's not just a normal episode of Back Pocket. It's pretty normal. We do most of the same stuff that we normally do. But this is a special episode, as are the remaining episodes for the year, because Peter Burns, it is the season of giving back Pocket. Oh, they're gonna fucking come, Angus.
Wow, Mike's hot.
I don't know.
I didn't know what to do with you, Nick. I was like... my little pirouette. It's beautiful. I'm good at ice skating. All the wheels? Pop out logo?
Oh my god, amazing.
I just
Where are you going?
I just love that this town is canon now.
Yeah.
Like it exists.
I did come, actually. What the hell?
Amazing.
Oh, you ruined my special family-friendly animation.
It was perfect. It was perfectly us. The most
Absolutely.
charming thing we've ever done.
Also, can I say, I 100% did not know we were live.
The second the animation came up, I signaled to Peter, I went... And Nick's just like, oh, they're going to come when they see this. I was like, you ruined it. Oh, dearie me. No doubt
Fantastic
there.
work. I mean,
Thank you.
That is
I promised we were going to
a
get more...
questionable amount of time spent on that. But
I promised we were going to put more Pocketies in that animation. There were a lot more in that one. There can be more, there will be more. But it does now feel, as Steph appropriately put it, like that town is lore, is canon. Sorry.
Yeah. Like I want to see like more stuff happening there. I want to see what happens after Christmas. I want to see like, that town goes into disrepair and runs Yeah, I need to see the dark times too.
It's Brazil post-Olympics.
yeah. I can't wait to see when a bypass is built that just removes any holiday traffic to that town and they end up going around. By the way, we have to say thank you to Ninja Pyro, who just gifted tier 1 subs to everybody.
Oh my
just
God.
make it all right with the tier 1 subs.
And Rose Halliwell as well.
Pyro. Oh my
Amazing.
goodness, so much.
The hype train's up.
Hype train.
I hope he was in the...
We can. Was he one of the wheels? I'll check for next week. They go pretty fast, but the wheels of the trains were all the Pock Art logos. Many a Pockety cameo turning up in there. I think Jordan at the beginning, she flies past on Falcor. Nazy's in one of the train
You see
carriages.
the flash of purple of Nazy.
I like
she's there as well.
the cheeky unzipped Pockety on the roof.
Unzipped Pockety's just hanging out on the
Lecherous.
roofs. Yeah. Don't trust him around. Don't trust him around anything.
We've all seen A Christmas Story.
Yeah, exactly. No, speaking of the whole downtime on Christmas, I always drive, if I drive back to Melbourne, through a town that has a Christmas, it's a country town, I think in Breadbow or somewhere around there, and it has a beautiful Christmas store that is like candy cane village and everything, but I drive through it at the most non-Christmassy times, which arguably is the middle of the other opposite time of the year, and I'm like, what are they doing there? What are they running? Like Christmas warehouses in the city shut down, but this is in a country town.
That stays there the
Well,
whole
I guess
time.
the rent is really
Pete,
cheap.
glass of wine.
Oh my goodness.
And when people are traveling through, because like if you're like me,
pick up
any time of year is acceptable for a bargain.
Yeah.
Christmas bargain.
That's true. That's true.
Someone said they know the town. If they want to mention it, what
It's
it
not
is.
Breadbow?
I don't think it is Breadbow. It's a little
Wait,
further back.
Breadbow's a thing? I thought you
I
mispronounced
know.
it.
It's
Breadbow's a town.
on the way to Threadbow, you
Yeah.
stop in Breadbow.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Ironically,
Is it real?
I know.
Stop there
This
for
is real.
dairy, but not
Look
baked
it up.
goods.
Is this one of
Look
those
it up.
things that you were on
It's
your
a
ski
real-
trip were
it's
like,
a
let's
real
tell him
place.
this in 6 months' time?
It is a place that exists.
I was lying in the bottom bunk. I'm like, hey guys.
It is Breadbow, says
Let's
Lesser
make
of
up a
Two
town.
Evils.
I need
Breadbow has one. It is Breadbow.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Cool.
My question about, Pete, what is happening?
Near Kuma. Yes.
What is happening?
Yeah, man. Come on. You brought the dog on.
God.
But yeah, we'll add more to that animation. I'll see how I go. But I want to get a commission by the ABC or somewhere, and it's like Pockety Town.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work.
I mean, it's really it's adult. There's some messed up stuff in there.
But
Everyone's sliding into each other's pockets and that kind of thing.
But you've seen the shit they put on the ABC.
This is true.
way
Bluey.
better than most of that.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing, and we will move on from the
The sordid lives.
self-congratulating ourselves about this animation. What's with the whole town being in a house?
It's a metaphor
Yeah.
Oh, right.
for
This studio.
yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I meant the idea was maybe to come through an opaque window and then through the house, but just the door made more sense. So, yeah, look, it's you transition from one scene to a next seamlessly.
Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. I mean, I probably would have done that thing where the train goes past and it just wipes the scene to like the next.
I think that the whole town
Sounds
is
good.
inside a house that lives on a postcard that sits in a pocket.
So she
shit.
gets it. She's willing to really suspend that disbelief and
Yeah.
go.
And that should be a real life. That should be like real life footage of someone just walking around.
Oh
Sydney.
yeah, it
Yes.
brings back eventually to someone who.
Yeah.
We'll work
Okay,
on that.
good.
BMAC asked, can we see it again? We may play it again. We've got the shorter version.
We'll do it a
might
couple
see
of
at the
times.
end
We'll
of the episode.
definitely
gonna play
play it
that.
again
Stick around.
later in the episode.
Someone noticed the towel coming out of my window. Well done.
But the reason that we have that animation is because it is the season of giving back Pocket, and we are giving away a ton of stuff this month thanks to our wonderful partner Intel, who of course have joined to give away the $4,000 gaming PC that one of you is going to win, and a ton of other stuff that they've also got. We've got some other partners coming up in future episodes giving stuff away, and also thanks to us for just buying a bunch of stuff to give away, which I think is really nice of us. Yeah.
So are we back to self-congratulating now?
I think we are.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well done, us.
Let's talk about us.
How good does the studio look right now?
And so, starting things off with we should announce the winner of the competition that we ran to come up with a competition mechanic to win the Intel Back Pocket $4,000 gaming PC.
The laziest thing we ever did.
Totally.
There's more layers to this than a back pocket town in a house. Like, we're going deep Inception-wise here.
We absolutely are. And so we picked a winner for this competition. There were tons of entries. They were all
Similar.
They were all entries. And there was a lot of really good ones, and there were some where it's just like, well, you don't understand how competitions work, do you?
They were all entries.
Did I leave the one about the feet in there?
You did.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wild. And that was just all of that, which involved multiple flavors being put on my foot that Gus had to eat.
I had to accept.
Yeah.
Are we reading any of the runners up?
No, but the point was that all of this, basically you eating multiple foods off my foot, was just to get access
Yeah.
to be able to enter the competition.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was
It's messed up.
If another level 4 hype train going, just want to say a thank you for the hype train love.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Very cool.
Tis the season.
Put some feet in that.
Cheers.
Do we have a foot emote on Twitch?
We do.
We do?
On Twitch, no.
Twitch.
Oh, just Discord.
Can we get that? Because I feel like everyone would subscribe them. Okay.
I don't know if we're at the tier. Yeah, but we've got
a few spare slots.
Yeah, one or two spare
You can replace me. I don't care. Like, I stand in for the foot. That's fine.
Done.
So the winner of the competition, now a few people sent in an entry like this. We even read one out on the show last week. This was the first person to send this in. And we do just think it's like the best version of what this competition can be. So the winner is the saltiest pretzel. Congratulations to the saltiest pretzel. You've won yourself a headset, a Avengers mousepad, an Intel hoodie, the video game of your choice. The saltiest pretzel I contacted today wants Cyberpunk 2077.
Of course they do.
Oh, I
Or
bet
Xbox.
Saltiest wants it.
A physical edition.
Yeah.
A
Look at you
collector
with
of sorts.
With a disc
nice.
drive. Fancy salty pretzel.
And their idea was, my idea for an entry mechanic is who can create the best back pocket themed Christmas Carol with all manner of in-jokes. Entry could be writing via writing the lyrics and what carol it is based off and sending it through a Google form like this. The winner and some runners-up could sing them live on stream. I don't know about people who aren't in Discord, though, for financial reasons, but we can work that out later. And by we, he does, of course, mean us.
The same way you say we when you mean me for things.
Totally, yeah.
I get it.
Hopefully live singing won't anger the DMCA gods to sing only on post-show as a workaround and release to disc only. I don't know. There's a way to do it. You guys will figure it out. So
We had to do some of the work.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's totally fair.
Yeah, that's
totally fair.
But yeah, a lot of similar suggestions, but Saltiest Pretzel got in there, and great suggestion, and going to be a great contest.
Yeah, so we have tweaked it just ever so slightly that you can write your Christmas Carol to be back pocket themed or video game themed. So it can be both, either or whatever, but there will be a link heading out in Discord at any moment now to enter. You can enter all the way up until, I believe I put the cutoff midday Tuesday, the 16th? Whatever the Tuesday of that week is.
Yeah,
It's
no,
in the group
15th. It is 15th.
15th, yeah,
Right,
the 15th. Is midday. That is the cutoff, and then we will do the winners. Well, we'll announce the winners. We won't do them.
Hey,
on Thursday for the final show of the year. So that is, that's that.
Excitingly, depending on which carol wins, I feel like a number of them are in the public domain. And as we talked about the other week, like it'd be fun to maybe like hunt down a bit of royalty-free karaoke version of the music, so we can maybe kick a little on in the studio, and we can sing it. They can sing along. So obviously
We'll see how that works technically with lag.
Yeah, but like, you know,
maybe.
We'll see how that goes. I like that you're worried about lag, and I'm worried more about like if it's a Bublé song, we probably won't be able to play it. But if it's a classic old,
Does Bublé have an original song though?
probably not.
They're all in the
He
public domain.
does.
That's a good
He
point.
does.
Feeling Good
And
is?
all of his.
haven't met you yet.
Oh,
That's it.
What about good
That's
is
his
not
original
his, is
song.
it?
I don't know.
No, can I? That's too sexy. For
It
me.
is. It's like my favorite song, but
Feeling Good is a much older song.
okay.
What?
But the Boobs does a good job.
Yeah,
He does. He's great. I've seen him in concert.
Can we all stop?
Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means?
What?
You've seen the boobs in concert. He is to be looked at.
He is.
He is to be looked at.
I made that joke
Well done,
before you
sir.
came here as well.
Oh, buddy, thank you very much. We're very drunk. Someone asked in the chat, how many times can you enter? You can enter as many times as you want. I will add that to the Google form later on to the competition.
Yeah.
Because we're playing a bit fast and loose, and I can just update that form whenever I want. But yeah, you can enter as many times as you want. So please, go nuts. We're excited to see how it goes.
But we will be judging the winner based off the most creative, the cleverest use of a carol.
Yep.
So yeah, if you're spamming it and just rewriting lyrics and changing the main chorus to the word back pocket or video game.
If you've got more than one winning entry in you, I'll be surprised because we know how good you all are at being creative in these kinds of things. So
But really
there's going to be hot competition.
really pour it into that main entry. But, you know, if you want to spam it, spam away.
So we are excited for that as well. Also, winners that we should announce as well. If you haven't joined or followed already, Pockety got a hold of the Twitter password somehow and has taken over the Twitter account. So Pockety is now running our official social media. That is the Pockety, Pockety.
Pockety.
E-T-E-Y.
And it's at the Pockety.
E-T-E-Y?
It's in the chat right
The
now.
pocket.
Oh, T-Y.
Thank
That's why I
you.
couldn't log in
E-T-Y.
before.
You put an extra E?
Yeah.
Pockety.
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 Very drunk.
I'll make a classier version of one, a sassy one for you to be the Pockety.
That's a good idea. But Pockety is in control of everything, so please go give that Twitter account a follow. And 3 people who won free games of their choice just for following that account and just tagging a friend was 3 Riot 3, Fishy Tales, and Delinquent Reaper. So those 3 people got themselves some video games for the season of Given.
Congratulations.
That's lovely.
What
a happy, fun time we're having already.
such a festive season.
It's such a festive season of giving back.
It's the short one.
It's just a short.
It's the short one. It's the
It's
one
just
with
a
the
short
wrong Scotty on it. I do appreciate, Steph, that as you say that with a glass of wine swirling it, it sounds like you're being resentful. What a lovely time we're having.
I love
I'm so glad we're not
I so enjoy these family get-togethers.
the way you breathe.
And then the final piece of housekeeping we have before we move on is that because we are now in December, that means Movember is over.
Correct.
And we, and I say we, and I do of course mean you, because you guys actually put in all the hard work, except for Gus who did some of it, raised $3,450
Hey!
for Movember. So thank you very much for that, raising money for men's mental health in 2020. Important now as it is important every year. So thank you very much for all of your generous giving. You should feel really good about yourself, and we just love you guys. So thank you very much.
And look at Pete and I. You wouldn't even know we went through the month.
You wouldn't.
Like this. Wow, I have a single again. Look at that regrowth. That's all fine. And Pete,
That is insane.
You've done well too. Like you just wouldn't even know. And Nick, you
mo
grew
is
yours
strong.
back pretty quick.
That's true.
Yeah, you did well.
Yeah. My
at the
Pockety
resentment
has a mustache. I've had a mustache since this show started.
Well, remember we addressed
The
his.
absence of beard that was supposed to accentuate the mustache that I feel like was not committed.
You can shave me whenever
We
you
know
want.
how
You
this-
can shave me whenever you want.
We know how this power played work. We've addressed this. You're like, shave me. The more you offered it, the more we were
Terrified of it. Though I did attack you with a flick knife in the post show last
Oh
year.
yeah, that's right.
We had a little go at it.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that got scary last post show. Hopefully
I think
we'll be
he
a little.
tried to slice off one of his hairs,
I ended up
but
plucking
ended up just pulling it from the root.
It's a very blunt blade.
Yeah. And let me tell you, I mean, this is something as a woman you wouldn't understand. That was incredibly painful.
I'm so sorry.
Having hair ripped from your body. Just
We
ridiculous.
go through a lot. We are the heroes, really.
All right, let's move on. After that feels like a good time to segue into the bulk of the show. And we're going to start off, as we always do, with what you've been playing. Hey, I'm just saying, what you all been playing? This is the segment of the show where we talk about video games, brought to you by Brent Jones, a.k.a. Lokicat, a.k.a. Lokicat. A cat who got himself a free copy of a video game last week just for asking for one.
There you go.
He watched the Peking Duck stream we did.
That's right, yeah.
And was like, hey, can I have a copy of Call of Duty
That's right.
on PS5? And I went, sure. And then Sony hooked me up with the code. Oh, no, Activision hooked me up with
yeah.
the code. And then I gave him the...
You did that wonderful thing as well where there were people in the room that represented the game.
Oh,
the company,
right.
And you're like,
You
So they
put pressure
couldn't
on.
give this loyal viewer a game.
They couldn't say no.
Yeah.
Put him on the spot.
Yep.
Really did.
Cheeky, very cheeky.
So well done, Lokicat. And I feel like we should just do it again. I've got a copy of Watch Dogs Legion on PC. Who wants it?
Who wants it?
Who wants a copy
Who wants
of
it?
Watch
First
Dogs
person to
Legion on
call?
PC?
Who wants it?
First person.
That's
First person
like,
say
we
me.
just have
I
to
want
ask.
it.
You've got a copy.
Kick Carnage.
Kick Carnage got it.
Carnage
oh
can
my
have it.
God, that was so fun.
It literally was the first one that came up. So
It's like, ah!
There's still
gotta
heaps
be
more
quick.
codes.
there are more.
We actually have a lot to give
So it's
away.
fine.
Just
It's
There are
chill.
more codes and we have presents.
Yes.
Kick Carnage, congratulations. You get yourself a copy of Watch Dogs Legion on PC. Send me a DM on Discord and remind me to give it to you. All right. What we been playing? Gus, start us off.
Yeah, sure thing. Well, people might have noticed that over on our YouTube channel right now, we have uploaded a playthrough or what we're calling a backseat gaming session that was last night. That was Nick, myself, and Steph playing.
One day we're going to run out of ways to introduce the word back.
I think we're doing it right.
No, we'll be fine. We've still got Pocket.
We've still got,
That's true.
or
Yeah.
Pocket as well. But of course, the game we were playing, which was released today, I believe, is Immortals Phoenix Rising, the Ubisoft open world game based on Greek mythology. And I was playing a little bit of this in the lead up to doing the backseat gaming. Oh yeah, you're right. It is hard to remember. The backseat gaming session last night, and then I played a little bit more when I got home, and I played a little bit more this morning as well. And I just really like it. We talked a lot about it. If you want to know any more about our thoughts, you can go on the YouTube channel and watch that full 2-hour playthrough there as well. But I'm just having a ball with it. It is just ticking all these boxes. I think I mentioned last night. It's the simple kind of curved edge nature to it that makes it so appealing versus your very dark, brooding, list-heavy Assassin's Creed open world game. It just has such whimsy to it. I'm really liking it. Everything about it.
I think it just hits all the right notes in that it obviously draws influence from games that we already enjoy, but it feels really different in its humor, and it's like it just was so out of left field from Ubisoft for me. So I'm really surprised at how charming and deep and creative it manages to be while still drawing upon elements of games that we already really enjoy.
Yeah, and it feels like it's trimmed the fat out of a lot of what open games have bloated themselves with just so much to do. I like that it's really condensed it down. That world map feels huge, but at the same time, it doesn't take long to move around. There's always something to do. Nick, you summed it up perfectly, where it works for nice little sort of 20-minute sessions, or if you want to binge it for a couple of hours. You've got all these vaults of Tartarus here, which are just fun little puzzle mechanics. I wouldn't say the puzzles are overly challenging, at least the ones I've done yet, but I kind of like that. I like doing a puzzle and kind of just knowing all the things it's throwing at me.
I think in a big open world game like this where there's a lot to do, you don't want to be waylaid by really long, complex puzzle rooms too much.
Yeah.
If that's the full mechanic of the game, you want them to be really challenging, but otherwise it becomes really overwhelming if you get stuck in one place for too long.
I'm sure some of the later ones are going to get trickier and going to combine a heap of the mechanics and that sort of thing as well, but at the moment they seem like nice little distractions, and that feels like what a lot of the game is doing. It's got nice little distractions. They're all close enough together that that it doesn't feel like it's I'm doing busy work. Anytime you do return to the story, it's really well told. It's poking fun at itself with the narrative mechanic with Zeus and Prometheus. I love the main character, and it's really daggy a little bit, like the characters and the dialogue and the way it's all done. Like, as I said, it has a real kind of like Thunderbirds vibe to it, both in the way it's animated and also in the way that they all talk to each other. But
daggy in a way that it doesn't take itself seriously.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool
and then on top of all of that, it's drawing from a really deep well of actual Greek mythology and wonderful tales that are so absurd and strange and surreal that they play really well into creating
most mythology was very weird.
It is, and so it's not. I don't know. A little part of me loves the idea of that a video game's missions are drawing from that versus someone sitting there trying to come up with a reason to use a mechanic in a game. It's like, oh, this would work really well. Like, for instance, last night we pushed the Pearl of Athena? Aphrodite, sorry. Into the ocean.
We had to roll it across the map, the pearl,
we had to get it down across the metaphor.
We had to get it to the ocean and fight enemies along the way.
And look, I don't know that much Greek mythology, but I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if there actually is a story about the trial of someone who had to go through that. Like, it felt like something that could have been, told many eons ago and now is turned into a mission in the game, and I love that.
I really... Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say, it's also like that mission showed that the map is designed around fun as opposed to being hyper realistic like an Assassin's Creed, if you are drawing the comparisons, because this is like a kind of light condensed version of Assassin's Creed in a lot of ways. And it's very much about like making sure that the world is fun to be in all the time and has something to interact with all the time, as opposed to it being
not run into this yet.
Beautiful for the sake of being beautiful, which Assassin's Creed does very well in like feeling like I'm tiny in this giant world. This is very much about like you're interacting with a world that wants you to be engaging with it all the time.
And finally, the thing I'll say is that I love that the combat is challenging. I'm playing on normal, and that's a challenge. Like, I've died quite a few times just when I've sort of stopped paying attention to the combat. So you do have to keep yourself switched on for that with the parries, the special abilities, juggling your enemy's stamina, juggling your stamina. I like that it's not it hasn't gone down the kiddie route on the combat and just been like, oh, you're super powerful, it's biffo, and
it's definitely not a button masher. Like you have to time things well and dodge a lot. And
that was unexpected in everything in the lead up.
That's interesting because I this sounds like a humble brag or not, but I found the combat really easy, and I've actually boosted it up to hard.
Wow.
Just because, like I don't know, like I was like I found that I was not really struggling with it too much.
But is that because you've been playing like Demon Souls?
Probably, actually, like this is about parrying and dodging, and so yes, I definitely think that is like a massive part of it.
Totally.
But like not to say that it's too easy but I just went, this is one of those few games where I have actually gone, I'm bumping the combat up to give myself a bit of a challenge because I enjoy this style of combat.
And do you find the harder difficulty is balanced well? Like it's giving you the challenge that you require?
I think so, particularly because of the amount of abilities that you have to fight with.
Yeah.
That was where I was kind of like, I was finding that I could put enemies into like stun lock pretty easily, and because I just have so many tools at my disposal. Sure. Even when I had never tried throwing boulders at enemies because I was like,
we did that last night.
You did that last night, and I was looking at the amount of like stamina that like chunks on someone you're fighting. I like got home last night.
That's an actual tactic.
I'm like just throwing boulders at everything.
Yeah.
So
I'll say just on the combat thing, and this isn't, for as much as yours wasn't a humble brag, this isn't me
an anti-brag.
Backpedaling, but it's like I actually like.
There's another segment.
I like that the combat
where Gus talks about how he's not actually struggling with the game every time we talk about it.
The games are to be looked at.
It's just
this is a bit, guys.
Digging up constantly. It's what I like about the combat, as you said, is that I wouldn't say it's overtly hard. It's just it demands your attention, and the second you just tune out and start like, I'll just keep spamming one attack on an enemy, they will catch you out. And so you're right, it is that
you get to a point where you feel comfortable, and then they'll throw something at you that makes you be like, actually I
was going to say not even comfortable, just you get complacent, and you might be like, I'll just spam an attack and go through this enemy, and you're like, actually they're knocking a lot of my health off. I do need to dodge, parry, and sink a few potions at the same time. It's like, which in a game like this, you could very easily just think it's like, just spam the big axe attack a lot and you'll just, clear areas around you. So yeah, I wouldn't say that it's hard. It's just, it does keep you focused, or if you do lose focus, it's tricky. So
I haven't played as much as you guys, but my perspective on that, I guess, is that it's that things tend to have kind of large health bars, or you do a small amount of damage. And it's not that like the window of parry opportunity is quite large. You do like sweeping attacks or light attacks, and you attack quite quickly. But it's the kind of thing where, like, even in Breath of the Wild, it feels like you would kill a hobgoblin in like 3 or 4 hits.
A goblin,
whatever they're called. Whereas in this, it's 3 times as many hits.
Yeah.
So it's like. You only have to dodge once in combat in Breath of the Wild, whereas you have to dodge 3 times in this. Yeah. And it's like, I'm actually in a battle here.
Totally.
Or many more, in my case.
well last night. And then the last thing I'll say about it is, from what I've heard, it is really, obviously there's heaps to do on the side, but if you're following the main story, it's about a 30-hour experience. Mm-hmm. And something that did turn me off Ubisoft's previous game that they released is that people talked about Assassin's Creed being upwards over 80 hours. I'm like, that does really affect me and how much I invest into a game, knowing how much I have to continue playing.
80 hours is like the length you have a rash for.
You can watch the YouTube video to get that.
Oh, yep, I'm there.
So
I'm there. I was like, that's a weird thing to say.
Your face
good point.
That was a joke from yesterday.
I feel like I'll juggle charging through the story and the side quest, but I will continue to play this. I think over the summer break, it's just going to be something I keep coming back to.
Unless Cyberpunk.
If Cyberpunk is too dense and full on and like demanding, if it's draining to play, I'll play this in between it.
This is very much a summer game. You're right. It's like, it's too hot to play Cyberpunk. It's too damn
hot. This is all like,
what a quote.
Like she's got like some healthy breeze around her privates.
Yeah.
There's lots of sort of like open areas.
It feels
Cyberpunk
refreshing.
Is like everyone's covered in smoke and
they're all stuck inside. Totally. Pete and I played through Black Flag over a summer because it was too hot, and we were like, we're just sailing our boats and being like, that's sea breeze.
Nice.
I played Outer Wilds over summer, where it's literally just go to space where it's freezing. Pete, I think you nailed the thing that I really love about the game, which is that the world is designed for fun, and that the thing that I think it does really effectively is that the world cascades you into the next puzzle, the next objective really well. I find that in other open world games, you tend to sort of like run across things as you're heading somewhere else.
Yep.
Like you're heading in this direction and then a marker pops up and it's like, oh, there's a side quest here. Whereas in this, I found a lot like I am completing a tomb or whatever that I'm like one of the vaults that I'm unlocked and solve the puzzle. And then as I come out of it in a different location, there's a thing there for me to now start doing that's new. And so it kind of like daisy chains all that stuff together as opposed to like, oh, I stumbled across this. It just leads me around the area.
Now I'm in the middle of nowhere. What do I do from here?
Totally, yeah. And also, and I think that also removes the thing that I get fatigued with open world is that I'm trying to get somewhere and it's like the game's always trying to distract me from it. Whereas this feels more like, no, by starting...
Assassin's Creed.
Totally. By starting something in this world, I am starting the side quests are part of the puzzle of this island, and I just need to sort of complete them all, and I've sort of wrapped that island. Yeah,
it feels interconnected in that way.
Totally, yeah. So yeah, I'm a massive fan of this game. Gilsey, if you're in the chat right now, I saw Gilsey said this earlier. Really like the look of this game, but really wants to get it, but sadly is broke. And so I thought,
does Gilsey have a PC?
Does Gilsey have a PC? Gilsey, do you have a PC? Because if you've got a PC, I can just give you a copy of this game.
If you don't, go out and buy one.
Yeah, just go out and...
You can get a $4 copy of Immortal.
Wait a minute.
Gilsey's got a PC.
Gilsey's got a PC?
You get a copy of Immortals Phoenix Rising.
Yay!
Well done. Good for you, Gilsey. Golf clap for Gilsey, everybody.
Golf clap for Gilsey. Good stuff.
Yeah, so that's what I've been playing.
Fantastic.
Nicholas, what have you been playing?
Oh, me? How exciting. Well, I have been playing Call of Duty Black Ops Modern War Cold War multiplayer.
What the f***?
Yeah.
Get the heck out.
I have gotten so deep into the multiplayer of this game.
Look at you.
I cannot remember the last time that I played a multiplayer shooter. Like I played some Crucible and Destiny, and that's about it. I don't know what.
Only from the Pinnacle gear though. No other reason.
No, it was literally totally just for that stuff.
Yeah.
Or it was during the Iron Banner stuff where I get like all the cool armor. So I was actually playing it to prep for the Peking Duck thing.
Sure.
And then ended up going, I won't play, I'll let you play and the other guys. But I just got sucked in so fast. What I think it is I went, why haven't I been playing multiplayer shooters for years? And I'm not great at shooters, but I do enjoy mechanically what they are. Why haven't I gone into multiplayer shooters? And I realized it's because we've moved more and more over the last few years to battle royales. And battle royales to me are very, very boring because I find that there is so much downtime for me because I log in, I group up, I land, I find weapons, I get somewhere, I got shot in the head, and then I have to go back to the lobby, back to the queue, back to the bus.
A queue simulator, as everyone calls it.
Totally. Yeah. And then dive back in, start at scratch, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And I forgot that when you play something like COD, like the time that you're dead is actually about a second and a half. And then you're straight back in it.
And also you're learning while you're dead because you see a kill cam and you're like, oh, that's where people camp on this map.
Totally. And not only that, but you're like, I found that I'm not getting my rhythm thrown, which is what happens in battle royales. I just go, I don't have the time to be able to like test out these guns and actually play before I just get killed.
Because in those games
it takes off my flow.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. In those games, you are either in like scavenge mode, explorer mode, hiding mode, aggressive mode. Like there's different ways you're playing that, and a lot of the time the actual action is so short-lived in those games. Versus if you're in the multiplayer of a game like COD, you are just constantly in like these tiny little maps where these skirmishes are right on top of you.
Totally.
And it allows you to you die 100 times, but you get 100 kills, and it's like it just keeps that energy up, it keeps the momentum up, and you can focus on, practicing little parts of it bit by bit, but you just don't have that moment where you go, oh, no,
Absolutely. And and the games are short enough. I have a positive KDA, which I can't remember the last time I had that in a multiplayer game.
Nice.
I'm level 38. I think it's 52 or 55 or something before you prestige, and the season starts on the 10th of December.
Yep.
And the way they're sort of grouping all the levels between like Warzone and Modern Warfare and this one all together and resetting the ranks. But they're not resetting the prestige. So I'm going to prestige before that. Like, I'm like totally into this as being like the thing that I go back to for a couple of rounds in between everything else. So
great.
I'm having a ton. Like, I know that I went on the Reddit and people are like, "This is the worst multiplayer God's had in years."
I was gonna say, but people react like that to every new release.
Yeah.
It's just the cycle of it.
And also, I imagine you didn't play much, if not any, of Modern Warfare's multiplayer.
None. Like, I haven't played COD multiplayer for
like,
literally 10 years.
If this is you diving back into it, pun intended, with the character diving in the water at the same time as I said that, like for the first time in 3 games, then it's going to feel great.
Totally.
And I have been playing a fair amount at the same time, and it's surprising how, I would say, I think I mentioned when I played it early on, it feels arcadey, like the hit detection and the time to kill and the speed. Like, it's been a criticism of the game for a lot of people, but I find it really enjoyable in terms of, like, it feels quite forgiving.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, if you're not an absolute, quick scoping expert,
Is he caveating the fuck out of you right now?
I think potentially, but I feel like he wants to be on my side.
Totally. It's why I jumped in. I was like, I'm having more fun with this.
I'm like, I had a positive KDA ratio. He's like, yeah, but the hitboxes are cut at this bit. And someone in the chat who was a Black Death 01 said, I feel like some of the criticisms of this game were warranted. I'm not discounting the criticisms at all. I'm sure they're totally warranted. I'm just saying, as someone who has not played COD in 10 years multiplayer and jumping in, I'm like, oh, this is tons of fun.
You're having a good time.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
so
that's awesome.
I'm looking forward to when the season starts, and then I can criticize it.
Yeah, totally. And one of the main things I think that people were angry about that got addressed was the drop rate of upgrades to your guns and stuff like that. And it's like they've doubled the experience you get for your guns.
Yeah.
Which is like, so people are actually like seeing progress as they play, which would be frustrating if you're not getting
because if you're sinking all this time in and you're not getting the scopes and the barrels and stuff. And plus, when you prestige now with the way that the system works, like, you don't lose that stuff. So, which is what used to happen. You used to prestige, you'd lose it all, and then you would start again, and it was just like the icon was the thing. Whereas you prestige now, you keep all your stuff, and it's prestige levels of what you. Yeah. So anyway, that's all boring, but like I'm totally into this, and I'm having so much fun.
I would just say, and I played like a little bit of it after we played the single player, and we pulled the single player apart the other week because it's awful.
Ripped it to shreds.
We dived into that, didn't we?
But the couple of maps that I played felt like good COD maps.
Yep.
I played one in like a rice field or something, and it's like it feels like they're kind of 3-lane maps with a little bit of crisscrossing, but not so much that it's just like a disaster of like lines of sight. And these games are so much about like finding the right lines of sight and working with a team. Like, that's the competitive angle that I like about them. And I feel like Modern Warfare was actually pretty good for that. I don't think there are too many bad maps in Modern Warfare.
I saw so much praise for Modern Warfare. Like, people were just like, this is the best multiplayer COD's had in years and years.
Yeah. But what I played of these, they actually felt good. They did, like, I've played some CODs where they just felt messy or lazy or kind of like, this is the assets that we had from making the single player, so we used it here as well.
Restructured that, and it'll work.
Whereas even looking at this one, it looks like there's some decent structure to it.
I hate this
map.
It does it? I hate this. Satellite is just so... It's
painful.
There is there is nowhere you can go where you're not just getting like
got
three
someone
angles
behind you.
I really like
Say Satellite is fucking awful.
with the aeroplanes in the hangar.
Oh, yes.
I really like that one. I like Moscow. I'm okay with Miami. I'm not crazy about the map, but I know the layout really well. So I'm just totally loving it, and it feels good to be jumping into something that's so just like quick and arcadian. Punch.
Well, we're both playing the same game, but I don't think it's really a game that would work well if I'm like, hey, we should play it together. But I did see you haven't really touched on any of the zombies yet, have you?
No, Miles
was keen for that, and I think if we get a squad of 4 running, so anyone who wants to join us as well,
I'll install the node.
There you go.
That was the only one I was like, when I was installing the game, I was like, there's no fucking way I'm playing zombies.
Yeah, me too. But we can zombie it up.
I feel like we touch on the zombies so we get the full COD Black Ops experience by next week.
So anyway, Call of Duty multiplayer, that's where I've been at. Steph, where have you been at?
I had a quick go of a game called Empire of Sin this week, which is a turn-based strategy game, kind of like a micromanagey strategy game, but set in the 1920s Prohibition era. Gangster.
The swinging 20s.
Yeah.
Roaring
40s.
Yeah.
Swinging
60s.
Yeah.
Sexy 70s?
So you can choose from like a whole bunch of different gangsters, and basically you are tasked with trying to take over
some sound, Gussie.
a bunch of different like locations within a city.
Speakeasies?
Well, you can.
No, it's just a pet store. I don't know what you're talking
You basically ambush locations that other gangsters are running, and you can turn them into a casino, a brothel, a speakeasy, like a nightclub, or a brewery. To make moonshine.
Yep.
And then you have to kind of like upgrade the like ambience of them. Why are you laughing?
I saw Evil Spy Boy say orgy 80s.
And then you have to like spend money upgrading them. Like you have to make the brothel like a nice place to be. Of
course, yeah.
And you have to have security and stuff like that. You got to hire a band for your speakeasies and stuff like that, and all that kind of stuff. So you have to kind of spend money to make money, if that makes sense.
People would like your description of a speakeasy.
Oh, what's a speakeasy? It was usually like, when there was like a barbershop as a front and then there was a secret door out the back? Because during the Prohibition era, alcohol was illegal, so they had to hide bars in locations that were hidden. So it was like, the front for this is like, it's a barbershop, but there was like a secret door out the back that you would like, people would go downstairs, and in the basement would be like a hot nightclub.
Yeah, like a jazz band.
Yeah.
With the most incredible soundproof.
But then they'd get raided by the cops and everyone had to run.
Yeah.
So a speakeasy was that. It was like a hidden bar somewhere that had a shop as a front.
There's an episode of The Simpsons where that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My layman's understanding of it was that it was like, it must be like a nice whiskey bar where the music's quiet so everyone can talk well.
I imagine speakeasy implies that like just be. No, you go.
I was going to say it's probably like a code word or something that you have to say.
I imagine it meant like speakeasy is just like don't talk too much about this place.
Yeah,
kind of
right.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm totally wrong, but that sounds kind of what it is.
What is the etymology of the word speakeasy?
Oh, I'm looking it up
There
right
you
now. We're
so
so called because of the practice of speaking quietly about such a place in public. Or when inside
right.
it so as not to
My
alert the
goodness.
police or
Oh,
neighbors.
the Matrix is broken.
Yeah.
So what's the actual gameplay?
The gameplay is like isometric, view of characters, and then you go in and it's like turn-based, like
like
cover.
XCOM, right?
Like XCOM.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, right.
So,
check
so
it out.
you hire a bunch of other mobsters to kind of fill
Jesus.
out to fill out your crew, and you can buy different weapons for them and things like that, so that you can have like ones that have more of a kind of bullet spray
Tommy
gun.
gun.
Yeah, Tommy gun that goes pap, 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 which is cool.
That's actually how all the weapons sounded back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would alert the cops that you were drinking.
Yeah.
It was called a shoot.
Here they come.
If they die for good. So you've got like
shit.
quite an extensive range of gangsters that you can choose from. I've already got someone killed.
Is that an option from the beginning, a la XCOM, where you could do it in easy mode and they survived, or that's just the default in the game?
That's just the default in the game.
Cool. I like that.
Yeah, so it's really cool, but the all the writing and the character dialogue and stuff is awesome. It's very like I'm playing this like Hollywood nightclub dancer, and she's French. And so French.
Thank you for clarifying.
Sorry if someone missed it.
And so she's got all of those and you can choose dialogue options for them in conversation as well.
Yeah, cool.
So you can play her like a really like hard-edged gangster who just like kills everyone for whatever, or you can play a little softer and stuff like that.
So there's some RPG
There's some
elements?
RPG elements to
Right.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's got. I thought it
And
had
abilities that you can, so you can kind of fill out ability trees for them and things like that, and upgrade each mobster in your group.
Is the character you said you're playing someone that's selected from a roster, or did you make that from the beginning?
No, you choose from like I think about 10 different characters at the beginning.
Okay,
Really,
cool.
Like broad range of characters that you can choose from.
Yep.
Which is mostly just there's some stats in there obviously for the characters' kind of strengths and weaknesses, but also like it's very personality thing. So you've got like Irish or like French Creole, Southern. There's all kinds of, and then your classic like New York gangster as well.
Yeah, right.
I heard it's a bit of a mix of XCOM and like Crusader Kings, very, very light. Like
Yeah,
that sort
yeah.
of, like,
It didn't seem to have like huge amounts of depth to it,
Yep.
but it was kind of, and I don't typically like those micromanagey games too much because I just find them super dense, but this felt very approachable, and I liked the setting, and I liked the fact that it had that RPG dialogue element because that really draws me in.
Yeah.
I like being able to play a certain way, and I like choosing what I want to say and how I want to role play this character and stuff like that. So
Yeah, great.
It was developed by Brenda Romero, who like is a pretty well-known designer, but she's also the wife of John Romero. And he did all the music for it as well.
Yeah, right.
So, like, I didn't realize John Romero did music, but apparently he helped with,
It also just looks beautiful. Like, obviously we're in like a warehousey thing at the moment, which isn't particularly nice to look at, but the whole city is stunning. All the character design is really, really nice. Like, it's really well lit. It just feels like a very kind of premium experience for this kind of game.
I think after playing, because I just played Mafia Definitive release, and it's like...
Sorry.
Siri, tell me about Mafia Definitive. The period is so romanticized. Like, everything about it is really beautiful. Obviously, the 20s would have probably been a pretty shitty time to be alive.
The shitty 20s.
Yeah. But, depression and you couldn't drink.
But if you were a gun-toting gangster,
segregation, all
selling hooch,
yeah,
it was a pretty cool time to be alive.
So this is a brothel we're looking at right here.
Got it.
So you can kind of get people to talk about it through word of mouth, and then so you've got to keep managing. The micromanaging part comes in each business that you take over and convert into something that you run. You have to be constantly spending money upgrading that business so that it brings more money in, so that you can hire more thugs to kind of expand your empire of sin.
Yeah, right. And obviously all these locations, as you said, speakeasies, brothels and all that stuff turned into the play zones that you're actually having this little
because people will come and try and raid and take it back and stuff like that.
Yep.
So you end up in kind of gangster wars with other groups and stuff all the time.
And does this happen as part of...
It was an era of point blank combat to this.
Does this happen as part of a narrative that's being told, or because...
It's pretty...
Or is it quite dynamic because
there is a bit of
building in different areas and...
Yeah, it's quite dynamic. There's a bit of narrative at the start based on the character that you choose, and sort of your reasons for wanting to become a gang lord, I guess.
Yeah.
But beyond that, you're basically just like, your first mission is to just take over 5 different locations to expand your empire, and then you start facing off. There's like different mob bosses that you then have to go and face and stuff like that.
I'm wondering if it's like a little bit like those like Star Wars Empire at War kind of things, where it's like you're slowly trying to take over the galaxy, like what do they call those? It's like 40x games or something. I can't remember.
I think I know what you're referring to.
4x games.
4x?
Yep.
That's a beer.
Yeah.
They are 4x games. I think you're right. Thank you, Frosty as well.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of like a world map as well, and it's like, I've been focusing on kind of growth over here, and I'm getting attacked from the side over here, and now I'll dive into the little mission on the side.
The 4Xs were expand, explore, exploit, and
4x gold.
What was the last one?
4x gold.
Expand,
exterminate,
exploit, exterminate. Thank you very much.
BMAC.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, BMAC.
NX.
Cool. Well, I checked out a bunch of reviews of this because I was interested in it. This is one of those games where I saw wildly divergent opinions. Like, some people were giving it 4 out of 10, and then other people were giving it like 4 out of 5. Both of those are 4, obviously, but falls across the board.
I think if for someone who plays a lot of this specific genre and is looking for like loads of depth, maybe this wouldn't hit the mark for them. For me, it was like the perfect amount of like accessible managing and story and pizzazz to like draw me in.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know that I'll go back to it just because of the time of year that we're in and the games coming out.
At
any other time, I think I'd probably continue with it because it is really cool.
I'm intrigued. I love XCOM, and I would totally play this, but mainly because I just watched on Netflix Motherless Brooklyn, the Edward Norton noir film set in like 20s, 30s.
Cool.
It's really cool, and it was totally one of those films I was like, do I gotta better watch a movie? I watched it. I highly recommend it. It's he like directed it, wrote it, and starred in it. So yeah, good on you, Ed Norton. You're doing well.
Yeah.
But it just
he was
got me,
the Hulk.
Yeah, that's true. It just got me in the mood for this era. I was like, I want to watch more noir detective films, and I was like, I'd love
Have
to
you
play.
seen like Boardwalk Empire?
Oh yeah. I've watched all that, and I love it as a time period. And I'm like, there's not enough games. So I'm like, this. I didn't want to play Mafia, but I'd totally play this. So
Is Boardwalk Empire worth it? I watched like an episode here and
I
there.
watched 2 seasons of it. I enjoyed it, but I stopped.
I watched 2 seasons as well.
Okay, cool.
There you
The
go.
same 2 seasons?
I watched the first and the last.
Oh, really? No, of course.
The first two.
I was like, that's weird. Damn it.
Sorry.
So gullible.
And of course, you've been playing something else, and as has Peter, I assume.
Barjo says Boardwalk gets so good.
Does every gangster have a name? Yes, they do.
Great, because if Barjo recommends that he loves it, I'll fucking hate it. Much as I love that kid, we had the complete polar opposite opinion.
He's 14 years older than you.
We, for some reason, just could never agree on things we liked and hated.
Not for Goose, but like we all like did a good game trip to go and see Man of Steel when it launched, and everyone left that cinema like, what a piece of shit. And Barjo was like, yeah.
I loved it.
I think he later, after he'd ruminated on it for a little while, was like, that was crap. But
I think most recently,
I can't remember where he landed.
Like,
but I'm sure
I love the Harley Quinn movie. I was like, it was so bad, like as a structural thing. And he was just like, I was like, of course Barjo likes it. It's everything I hate, he loves, and vice versa. So there you go. Thank God we never reviewed games together.
All right.
Yeah.
On the second play, Man of Steel is indeed horrible, says Barjo.
Yeah, so how's Destiny treating you?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we finished Deepstone Crypt.
How exciting.
Well done.
The
You get
rate.
jackets?
I've ordered my jacket. I don't think Peter ordered his jacket.
Nick, will get
did you get a
prestige
code?
COD jackets?
Yeah.
Good.
I didn't get my code.
It's just if you go onto the Bungie.net and then you go to the rewards section, it'll just be there.
Ah, right.
Don't you live together?
yeah.
Yeah, but
They're
why,
rarely
we're
in
not
the
on
same room.
we're not on Chrome together browsing Bungie's website.
Okay.
Oh, right. I thought you guys had a sexy relationship. Apparently not.
Reopen that tab.
So how long did it take for the first clear?
We did it not in on the first day like Avexia.
No, totally.
Like,
Yeah.
So we had people with us that had finished it.
Done it a bunch of times.
Got it, right.
It was
Yeah.
about a 3.5 hour stint.
I think the first one we did was
Have
maybe
you got sound off again? Can you just let me control the sound?
I haven't.
Did you know? I went back and replaced all the fucking clips in this thing so to make sure that they had
There's
no
no sound.
commentary.
There's
and it
sound
wasn't
on.
just like
I'm-
kids screaming
I
as
haven't
they
muted
shot
it. I can-
people in
there
the
maybe
head.
no sound on the clip.
Ridiculous.
It's
Or
sad.
there's maybe really quiet.
Maybe it's just really quiet, but Jesus Christ.
Wait, are you still at me?
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, I think the first time we did it was about 3 hours, and then the second time we did it in like an hour and 6 minutes,
Oh,
which was
good
very
work.
exciting.
We did
Nice.
it back to back. We did 2 runs. We did, and we swapped out 2 players. The trash, my friends.
Oh, okay. Do you want to name and shame? Who was
It was Jordan and Carter.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not trash. We were all learning it together, and then we did it. We replaced them with 2 people who had finished it as well. So it was like everyone knew what they were doing on the second run, and it was a super fast run. That's the fastest run.
And how does it compare to the other raids that you've done in the game recently? Because you've done quite a few recently.
I've done all of them.
All the ones available or all the ones...
All the ones that have been available to me prior to, like, from when I started 4 weeks before.
So you've done all the raids?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think it's probably mechanically the most fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot. I think they've spread the different roles that quite broadly, so that it's like you can't really be a person who's just like, oh, I'm just going to hang out and shoot things. Like everyone kind of needs to learn the roles, and there are a lot of roles that need to be spread around your
Puzzles and that sort of thing.
Yeah, that need to be spread around the whole fire team. But I would say like visually, I love some of the raids that are more like landscape heavy.
Sure.
The Garden of Salvation
And
or whatever,
this is
and the Last Wish. Yeah, this is in the Braytech facility
Yeah.
where the EXO race was created.
Oh, obviously.
Which actually, the Braytech facility...
Sorry, I'm the only one who doesn't know, so I'm like, play along,
I
guys.
feel like across it in the expansion, there's some scenes where you go in there and I'm like, this almost feels like I'm in a different game. Like, I feel like I'm in Blade Runner as opposed to like...
Totally.
Destiny.
And
like, this is like a fiction... This is an operating plant as opposed to the rest
Yeah.
of this friggin' game, which is like, what do you all do?
A lot
Well, we've been playing with Gog, Joe from Good
Yeah.
Game, and he was like the first person to bring it to my attention as well. I didn't realize why it felt so different. He was like, I feel like this is the first time in Destiny we've been in a building that isn't destroyed.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
It's like
Yeah.
everything is still like on.
Yes. Like you walk in and you actually go, oh, it's like they're just closed for the night. As opposed to
totally.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what's like a lot of the mechanics in this are like it's a very buff heavy raid where it involves getting a buff and passing a buff to someone else that allows you to see certain things or do certain things.
Okay.
So only the person that has this buff can do that, and then the buff then deactivates and they have to pass it to that person via a terminal, and it's very kind of complex, but it becomes really fun because you all have to be communicating all the time really clearly, and I think it was a really cool process to learn all of that stuff.
From a pretty novice perspective, it's like while playing it, you can see, I couldn't see how it would be possible to do it without a team that was all working in tandem really well. And then some frickin' New Zealand teenager goes and solos it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So I just recently...
The first two encounters, yes. Yeah. It's like, what the fuck?
I just watched the day one, like, world's first clear of it.
Yep.
And it was like, I watched the stream of a New Zealand kid called Aotearoa, and they cleared the raid in like 6.5 hours or something like that.
Day one,
and it is
learning it.
Day
like
one,
crazy.
so like just learning it and just finishing it.
Wow.
And it was incredible to watch them figure out all the mechanics so quickly, like stuff that you just don't understand. Every time I've learned a raid because other people have shown it to me, I'm like, how did the first person figure this out?
Yeah, it's like
because
so obtuse, so you'd be like, this doesn't
and you
feel
watch
like the way
it
to
just
go.
makes sense to them, and you watch it just do it. It's incredible. And then at the end, he was just crying. It was like no fucking way, because he was like checking to see all the other people that he was following who were still in the raid to see if he was the first one.
Nice.
And his clan to finish it, and he was just like sobbing in the stream, and it was super emotional to watch. It was lovely.
This is the entire raid. We've ripped a clip here, but it's like spoilers, you go to space. And
Sorry, I'm just scrubbing the clip for
no, totally.
No, it's all,
and it's beautiful. It's a jumping puzzle, which is like undoubtedly the worst part of Destiny.
I managed to do this one without only dying once, and that's a record for me.
Pretty good.
But it's such a fun raid, and it's actually like, I didn't realize that raids would be fun enough that you'd want to keep doing them over and over, but you absolutely do, because you do get a little bit better each time. And there's different dynamics when you play with different people, and I can't believe I'm playing an MMO. And again, I think recently this week, for the first time, I found that I tried to give myself a bit of a break and play a little bit less, and immediately felt the effects of that that, like,
people are tearing ahead.
And like I can jump into like Crucible and get high level gear, but it's not legendary gear, so I need to transfuse it into my legendary gear to get the level up, and I don't have the materials to do it, and so then I have to go and farm for materials, and it's just like the stress of that is really intense. But then I can't keep doing this with my friends if I don't keep at that. So
which is why we often, like, every time we say Destiny's an MMO, we see people in the chat saying it's not an MMO.
It is an MMO.
It's like,
it's
a shared world action game.
A lot of MMO mechanics and a lot of the same pull of an MMO.
I was going to say, if it's having the same like sort of physical sort of like effect on you guys, it totally categorizes as that.
I have the same problem as you. So if someone would like my Steam account password, you could log in and play for me, and then I'll just come in and pick the shaders that I put on the gear. Is the real Destiny.
Even shaders are a nightmare in Destiny. You fill up your shader inventory and you got to delete shaders from your inventory, and then you got to...
Not the stupidest thing in the world that the shaders can be full, that you're like, oh, you've got too many dyes. It's like, come on, guys. Like, don't do me like this.
And when you want to go and like pull them out of your collections, you have to filter through like, oh, this season, last season. These are like, it's like,
it's ridiculous.
I have some words for Bungie.
Well, congratulations both of you on your raid clears.
Thanks.
That's very exciting.
We're going to model our jackets, hopefully at PAX. I feel like PAX can happen next year. Hopefully, I really want it to.
It's like October though. I guess sometimes it's cold in Melbourne.
I don't care if it's 40 degrees. Yeah. We are all wearing our jackets and taking a picture.
It's always airconned in there. You'll be chilly.
Someone sent me a code to give to you, saying that if you hadn't cleared the raid, that you could use their code to buy the jacket.
That's
but
so
you did it. So maybe I'll buy the jacket.
I wouldn't have. I would have feel like I hadn't earned it.
Well, I don't have that problem at all. Take that code. I'll buy the jacket. But you can earn something right now because, Steph, before we throw to break, you've wrapped a bunch of presents.
Oh, yes, I wrapped a bunch of presents.
And I think that we should probably give one of these presents away. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to use that Nightbot randomizer.
Random Nightbot roll.
Yeah, to be able to get a present. So I think that all you need to do, and mods, if you could set this up now, we'll use the word present as the keyword. That feels like the easiest
Let
way.
me just say, with the presents, these are things that we have just accumulated. Some of them are expensive. Some of them are not.
Trash.
Some of them are good.
It's a lucky dip.
Some of them are bad. It is a lucky dip.
Yeah.
So if you get something and you don't like it, then just give it to someone else or donate it.
Pass it on a la, Christmas.
It's free.
Shut your mouth.
But what we're going to do is we're going to pick one at random and then open it, and then you'll get to see what it is on stream, and then we'll send it to you.
You're not allowed to pick one because you know what they all are.
Yeah, good
that's
point.
true.
You did
Okay.
wrap them all.
Gus is pretty oblivious.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to anything.
No, you were animating.
You can grab one now. You can grab a random one
Sure.
now, and we'll open it.
I'm going to reach past there and grab one.
I mean, the chat is going insane. Hopefully it's working now. I'm fairly
Lovely.
certain that it is.
That's a nice sign.
What is it?
What could it be?
But just before you open that, Excalibur in the chat said, that was me, Nick, who offered you the code. You can have it. You earned it fair and square when you had the stress of a kid.
Wait a minute. Am I going to miss out on wearing a jacket?
Because you don't have a kid.
Yeah.
Quickly, go and have a kid.
You
I
could
hope
go.
this
You
doesn't
could go.
awaken something in me.
I guarantee that you could have a kid faster than you will ever get to here in the Destiny raid.
I would agree with that. Well done.
All right, let's roll it. We've had enough spam.
Let's roll that competition. Pick a winner, and the winner is...
Yeah, mods, make sure you enter
I'm
yourself.
changing. I want that one.
Ozstone Wolf has won the first present
Yay!
giveaway.
Congratulations,
Well done,
Ozstone Wolf. You've won yourself. Am I allowed to just like...
Yeah.
Just open
No,
it.
but I know you
How
rap.
excited. Yeah, I know, but...
So do you care if people... No,
no, go.
Well, you know.
Like episode 1, that guy that crashes.
If it was,
Pod racer, yeah.
expensive paper, then maybe, but it
This is kind of fun. I get to like open the thing that then I don't have to deal with later on. You've won yourself. Holy shit. An Xbox controller.
Open it up.
Xbox One controller.
Xbox One controller. Holy shit. Peter, can I
Hang
get
on,
my
yeah,
single?
get Nick to hold it up.
But I had a
Got the-
single.
Yeah, you got a single, but it's not.
You've won yourself an Assassin's Creed Valhalla custom Xbox
Oh, the batteries.
controller.
They're just the batteries.
That
hard
is
to see.
Batteries not included now.
A bit hard to see because it's
That is
quite
nice
dark, but
looking.
it's very nice little decals on here of the, I believe that's the Raven Clan logo.
Yeah, Raven Clan logo.
Were they logos? Emblem, I suppose,
Emblem.
feels more
Yeah.
like
Sigil.
Yeah.
That is not just things we've accumulated and
Well,
riff
that's what I mean. I get sent a lot of stuff, but like that is definitely one of the better ones.
Someone said, I was expecting an empty bucket. And yeah.
Lower your
there's some in there.
expectations because
They're coming.
some of them are bad.
Empty bucket.
Yeah, okay. Hit and miss with some of them there, but well done. What was it?
Ozstone Wolf.
Ozstone Wolf.
So Ozstone Wolf, please send a message.
He said, oh dear, he probably doesn't have an Xbox. Or they.
Oh, that's okay.
You can
sell
gift it to someone who does, or you can sell it because I think it's for like a limited edition one. So
And technically,
you can put it on eBay. If you
Ubisoft
want.
didn't give it to you, so you can do whatever you want with it.
Or do that thing that people do with custom controllers.
And it works on
which is just put them
PC. That's
Does
true.
work on
That's
PC.
true.
Works on
That's
PC.
true.
People put them on shelves, all their really custom nice ones. They never
You
actually
can see one behind Nick.
There you
It's
go.
got sprinkles on it.
Yeah, it's got sprinkles on it. If you, Ozstone Wolf, send me a message on the Discord, and if you're not on the Discord, then message one of the mods in chat here, and
They said I'm
I'm a
on
patron.
Discord.
I'm a patron. Fantastic.
Okay, great.
Shoot me a DM on Discord, and I will get your contact details. Congratulations.
Well done. Merry season of giving back.
Absolutely.
Excited.
And I'll tell you what, just because we can, we're going to run the competition again right now with the word present. Mods, if you could set it up, we'll
my
go to a
goodness.
commercial, and then we'll open, and then when we come
cool,
back,
cool,
we'll
Good
open up another
idea.
one.
Oh, how
Good?
exciting! Yay!
So we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Hit me, Pete. Pete, give him a single. Listen, you piece of shit.
Oh no.
You can't send in 30 seconds worth of fucking video? Do you have any idea how complicated this entire show is? And 4 people make this? This goes on for hours. We're asking for 30 seconds. It could be one shot. It could be literally you writing a word in your own blood on a piece of paper. That's all. It's that simple. I don't understand why it's so difficult for you to get up off your asses and send us a goddamn video. You are eligible This is me, Captain America, telling you, get off your fucking asses.
Breaking the relative silence of the street is Astrid pounding the pavement with Laker and singing, yelling, loudly, vocally expressing herself.
Her clothes are cool, I'll give her that.
The dog days are... Oops, spotted. Astrid pulls her earbuds out of her ears. Hey, Beau. Not usually a lot of people along the promenade at this time of day. How long have you been standing there?
So, do you want to get your bang on with Astrid?
Probably.
Okay. I love that song.
I love that song you were singing.
And you're such a good singer.
Also, that outfit looks great on you. Oh, you heard that. I can usually sing better than that. It's just hard to sing when you're running.
It is.
Fuck. I can't do that. I just have to leave the dog events, I think. And not just burn through the story.
That's the funniest thing I've ever seen, ever. We're going on a date with her, and we didn't even know that.
Is that what happened?
Yes, you agreed to a date.
Oh.
Welcome back, and thank you very much to Biggles and Cross Bunzzz for your word from our sponsors. Very enjoyable. Cross Bunzzz, a lovely zen end to our commercial break.
Using that drone footage.
Fantastic. Very exciting to see a whale. And then Biggles. Oof.
We've done some damage.
I killed a man. Very, very entertaining. Also, within there, you saw the PO box.
Yes, yep. So we have a PO box now. So if anyone felt like sending something here, you can now because we have a mailable address, which is exciting.
Yeah,
we'll send stuff out, but send some stuff back.
I do get don't send the stuff back that we send out to you because we're trying to get rid of it. But I do get quite a few people going, hey, how can I send something to you? And this is how you do it. That's in the Discord as well. But we'll put that picture. Pockety will tweet that picture out.
Yeah, Mailman Pockety will tweet that out. And then obviously you saw a teaser for the playback that'll go to air next week, which was the one we previously teased before. That is episode 3 of Best Friend Forever, I believe. We did have to postpone that one because we did an Immortal stream on close to release. So the next chapter in that saga will continue next Tuesday. Yep. And then a few more playbacks being shot, but we'll tease them later on because we've got some fun ones coming up as well.
Fantastic.
Let's put the people out of their misery.
Yeah, before we get on to the next seg,
Nick,
please.
you choose the next one.
Fantastic. Let's roll that competition and select who is going to win the next present, and the winner is glowing Glowing Might. Well
Glowing
done.
Might.
Might.
Well done.
Glowing
Love
Might. I'm going to give you, and apologies if it's bad.
Go for it. I'll take the little time that you're pulling that out just to say, apparently Barjo hated the he's come around and people were really giving him grief about Man of Steel, so I think he left because people were just going down on him.
Good.
He wasn't a fan of the Harley Quinn movie. I must have messed that up as well, so that might have been one that we both didn't like together, but he doesn't like Man of Steel either, so maybe...
So what are you talking about now?
I just felt bad that I've set him up and people were giving him crap in the chat, so...
Well, I actually think you got a new thing to feel bad about, because I feel like you just said people going down on him.
Oh, did I? What's in that present, Nick?
Well done, Glowing Might. Glowing Might, let me write your name down here right now so that we don't forget. Glowing Might, and what you're about to get, and your thing is...
That's real alpha.
Oh, shit, cool. You win yourself Star Wars Monopoly.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
Baby Yoda edition.
Baby Yoda.
Lorian edition.
Oh, there's a price tag on the front of it. Remove that. That's bad.
Extra
That's
points for anyone
that's
who can,
bad present etiquette.
name who's on the front.
Just leave it on there. It's fine.
It is Grogu. Well done.
What?
Nice.
Is that the name of...
His
Yeah,
name
they
is
named it.
Grogu.
Oh, it's not actually Yoda?
No.
Gosh, that is a massive spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen it.
Oh, he
is
has
it?
a name.
Yes.
No, it came out of Gus's mouth. You're probably
Also,
right.
no. It's
That
like,
feels right.
I've been better with my spoilers. It was last Friday's episode.
Oh, no.
He has a name.
It's almost a week ago.
I'm okay saying this. This is not a spoiler. It's been all
Oh,
over the place.
no. Chat's so angry.
I'll get over it, chat. It's been out for a week. Everyone's been talking about Grogu on the internet.
Don't say it again. Grogu might have just misheard it.
Monopologu.
Anyway, congratulations, Glowing Might. You win yourself this thing that's a massive spoiler.
I'm okay with that. That is
right.
not a spoiler. Catch up, everyone.
Okay,
Come on.
this is very exciting. You'll remember this. You'll remember this moment when you got this. You'll never be able to give this away now because this is the time that
Wow. That is
Was that a spoiler?
that is the angriest I've seen.
Was that a
chat.
spoiler?
So, like, just to clarify.
To be fair, I've seen 4 episodes of Mandalorian.
Sure, but no one ever thought it was Baby Yoda. That's what everyone called it.
Yeah, but the reveal of the name
game
is,
happened-
is,
sorry,
a
the
big,
game.
is a big thing.
Yeah.
Is it?
52% of people
Yeah.
think yes.
There's a poll? I'm back to my spoilering ways.
52% is too many people that think yes as well. Because,
Yeah.
the other half doesn't matter what they think.
But what
if
if
it's
I spoil?
if it's less than 90%, it's a spoiler.
What did I spoil?
Because it's deemed by half of people as problematic to say.
Yeah.
So.
This is like how Trump got elected. We're all like, really? By that low a margin?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
What am I spoiling?
You represent Trump politics.
Oh, that's really low.
Okay, cool. All right, good. We happy? Is everyone happy? Everyone's feeling
Everyone
good now.
except for 48%, 52%.
Okay, let's jump into our next segment, which of course is very good gameplay.
There it is.
Very good gameplay, of course, presented by Avexia, powered by Intel, our good friends at Intel. And I can say that because I occasionally jump on phone calls with people who represent Intel, and they're all lovely.
They don't speak very highly of you at all.
yeah.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah, because we have meetings with them
that makes sense.
after your meeting
Yeah.
that are kind of
And
just
I've
like
heard-
They're
power.
like,
48%
love your show, that Nick guy, problematic.
48% of Intel are not fans of
Yeah. Right. To be fair, there's a really good chance that they think I'm Gus. Thank you very, very much to Intel for sponsoring this segment. And of course, thank you to Avexia. Now, I wrote a few poems for Avexia.
Oh, lovely.
nice.
Let's hear it. Let's hear
I
it.
love just coming up with hearing.
Are you gonna save them or are you gonna use-
Avexia?
Yeah. You
Oh, no, sorry. I mean, in the past, I've
Yes,
written
yes,
a few
yes.
poems for
Oh, I
Avexia.
see.
Okay.
And then Avexia was like, because they were all about trying to get information from him. And then he said, okay, I heard the plea. I saw how desperate in your eyes for this information.
Yeah.
He said, prepare yourself for an information dump about my life. Hit enter on the Discord message, and then he just wrote Destiny, and he said, that's all. And so that's all
fair.
there is. And so I thought, well, I can't keep making poems about that. So I decided now to just go through all the words in the dictionary that rhyme with Avexia, and just talk about their meanings. So
Nice.
it's like word of the day toilet paper, but specifically for
About-
one. Yeah.
This is going to be very interesting because I
Off the top of my head, I can
Dyslexia.
think of one, dyslexia.
Yep.
don't even know how to spell it.
All
Yep.
I can think of that and fruity lexia.
Peter Burns. Pleonexia. It's a noun. It's rarely used. It stands for extreme greed for wealth or material possessions. Avarice. So there you go. Pleonexia. Slip it into a conversation.
Hang on, can you do that, please? Because I'm just trying to work that out.
Can you use it in a sentence?
You have pleonexia.
Can you spell it, please?
He showed.
You have an extreme greed for wealth and material possessions.
No, I don't.
It was completely accurate.
Yeah.
But no, as a sentence, do you say
He was afflicted with pleolexia.
Yeah, so it's a condition. It can't be. Yeah, it's a noun. Yeah, that makes sense.
Spell it, please.
What? No.
Spell
This is a spelling bee now.
Part of the thing.
Pleonexia.
Yep.
What?
Simple.
Say it again.
Pleonexia.
Pleonexia.
P.
Yep.
L.
Yep.
E.
Yep.
O.
Yep.
N.
Yep.
E.
Yep.
X.
Yep.
I.
Yep.
Grogu. I didn't spoil anything. You have the problem.
Also, you were way too close to spelling something correctly for the first time in your life, and I was like, this can't be right. And you kept the streak going. Well done. Good. Okay, so thanks to Intel tonight, we are going to be playing Worms Rumble on the Nuck Extreme. The Nuck Extreme, which you see right here. Pete, can I get my wide? This is the Nuck Extreme. I know you didn't notice it before because it's so small.
Someone got a tree in front of it.
It's so small and it's so quiet, it kind of just slips into the background like an awkward kid at a disco. But it's not awkward, it's a sexy kid at a disco.
It's got a skull on it.
Don't analyze that too much. It's got a skull on it. The Nuck, this bad boy is packing a 2070 graphics card.
Nice.
It can handle everything you want to throw at it. It's got an i9.
What if I
Intel
want to
Core
throw?
processor.
Can I throw this at
No,
it?
don't throw that at it.
Don't throw anything at it.
The Intel i9 core processor cannot handle glass being thrown. But it can handle basically everything else. What it's going to handle tonight is Worms Rumble on the Nuck Extreme, which came out yesterday.
Okay.
This is a Battle Royale Worms game.
Old news then.
Or potentially a Team Deathmatch Worms game, depending on which version you want to play.
Yeah, right.
It's out on Steam at the moment. It's also out on PlayStation Plus as the free game this month, so you can just get it for free. You're in your training right now. So who's?
I just hit play.
No, yeah, you hit play and you set up for training, but that's probably a good thing to do right now so we can all follow along.
Yeah.
This is an interesting direction for the Worms series to go. One that
I'm a Worms fan.
I'm a Worms fan. I've played a lot of the games, and they are such a varied mix based on what kind of game they try to tackle.
Totally.
Obviously, the classic Worms is your side-scroller, turn-based game where you've got teams and you're wiping them out with interesting weapons.
Yep.
All the way back to banana bombs.
The
You've got
grenades.
your holy hand grenade. You've got your granny bombs. You've got your super sheep. You got your ninja robots.
These are all bombs of various descriptions.
And then I think really where it starts to lose its footing, which is clever because worms don't have feet.
This one or just Worms in general?
Worms in general,
Yep.
is when the Worms went 3D and tried to take on the same kind of level of charm, but it just didn't really feel the same in the 3D environment. So since then, I think a lot of the Worms games, Worms WMD, has gone back to a 3D rendered but 2D environment, like we're seeing now. They were still turn-based. So from everything you've told me about this, because I haven't played this, is that this is a battle royale that takes place in a side-scrolling environment like we're seeing now. And oh god.
Oh, you slip.
And you run around a map that's kind of like looking at an ant farm, I guess, with numerous other people killing each other.
Exactly.
And the gas moves in on you, I guess? Is that...
so this way. You can wall jump, so you can jump from wall to
Jump
wall.
again? There you go.
Oh, that's your stamina there. Yeah, right.
Okay.
And then if you hold L2, you roll, so you'll actually go way faster.
Like a worm.
That's how one. Famously speedy animal. Yes. So the best way to actually get in this is to just jump in probably the team deathmatch, because there's team deathmatch and battle royale.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And I only played the team deathmatch, but it is quite fun. It has that sort of why have all the game names just flown out of my head? What are these kinds of games? All the multiplayer games?
What? Oh, I need more than
All
that.
the multiplayer games, like single screen, for
Party?
Yeah, like a brawler game.
but like
that
there
was
were a
zip
few that came out. Towerfall was one of them. It has a Towerfall feel.
Okay, cool.
So it's and it's very fun. The maps are actually pretty big, and we'll see it in a second. And the weapons are tons of fun actually to use.
So team deathmatch is like red versus blue worms, and
no, team deathmatch is. Well, actually, that's a very good question. It's actually last man standing.
also it's like a free for all. Not team.
Because actually that's a really good point. I went into team deathmatch, but then I shot everybody and I came third. So
You definitely killed your teammates.
yeah, potentially. But yeah, it takes a little while to get used to because the movement on the worm is a little like
Oh, there are all the weapons down there to change out.
yeah.
Good
So you
God,
go up
that
next
is
to a
lot.
weapon and then just like press and hold.
I do appreciate that the Worm's default voice is still with a
Assault
British
rifle.
Cockney accent, which I believe comes from the fact that the developers Team 17 originally were all based in the UK.
Yes.
Which is why Worms have always had those charming accents like, come on then. Which now just sounds like another person I shouldn't be parroting.
But Steph, if you're comfortable with this, you just quit out of it.
no, you
You've
just-
kind of
Yeah,
finished
cool.
your tutorial. So who was it? Devo Schniteski in the chat said it's not team deathmatch, it's just deathmatch.
So anyone you thought was being friendly to you just liked the cut of your jib, not...
Well, I just shot everybody
wanted
on
it
sight,
anyway.
so I was probably the person who they were like, oh, that's not very friendly.
Yeah, fair.
You want, of
Goodness.
course, want to customize your one.
Oh, they're all disgusting.
God.
Oh, I don't like the ridged version.
What was that?
There was a version where he's ribbed. Look at that.
Oh, yes! Yeah, I mean, that does look more
That
like a
looks
worm.
That is
a worm.
wormy.
Yeah,
it's actually
I'm gonna
one
go back pocket blue.
Yeah, please.
Eyes?
Oh.
I think we're looking for a match in the background too, which is good, so...
Yeah, deathmatch searching automatic.
Nice. This is a cool idea, and as I said, I've got some friends who still play an old version of Worms, and I might be able to pull them into playing a bit of this, actually. Not on Switch.
No, I don't believe so for this one.
I played, the last Worms game I played was on Switch. I think it was a Worms game.
What's happening?
And it felt really good on that platform, so...
But it is cross platform as well, so you
Multiplayer,
can so you can play on.
I'm glad we're past that stage now where everything is pretty much saying we're open to...
Yeah, it's good.
Because
Yeah,
it just
yeah.
keeps more people...
Scuba
That's the
says
Rocket
no
League
Switch,
effect.
no good.
No Switch? No good.
No good.
No, it's a nice thing to keep the play base up, so keep games going for longer.
It's interesting as well that Worms has existed as an IP for so long.
Dude, I know.
And like, it has always... It's only ever worked when it's been the first Worms game, but looking slightly better.
Yeah.
Anytime they tried to like steer slightly away from that path, it's like, why?
Roll, Stephanie.
So
always be rolling.
it'd be cool if this is a good game and works.
Oh my god. Oh my
What
god.
is shooting at you there?
I mean, it's definitely the most fun I've had in a Worms game that wasn't original Worms, and also I question whether or not original Worms.
Someone
is
coming up behind
actually
you.
fun.
Yeah, right.
I played a couple of games like this, I remember, on Good Game that I did reviews for. One of them was like an action hero game where everyone was running around on a
Can I
map
go
like
down
this.
there?
Because of Guacamelee and Brawlhalla and stuff all...
Yeah, there was like
these
one of those.
2.5D brawlers.
Go, Steph, take him out.
Get him! Oh, napalmed! Fire, fire, fire!
It's loaded.
You got
Nice.
killed by Alexander,
Look at those teeth,
the Toothy.
Mr. Great Brown.
And you're good.
Do worms have teeth? Broforce is another one, yeah, shameful many.
The costumes are really cool as well.
Get in there.
That's a good point that Camel Rage has made there. No terrain destruction, don't know about that. Because terrain destruction, obviously, a massive part of worms.
Huge part about it. I never updated you guys on the saga that was my constant...
Yeah, the water was going up.
No, but the... Good. So, the feud I was having with a friend of mine that we were arguing over how the islands, whether they sink or the water was rising.
Yeah.
There were two custom maps. I think I sent it in our work chat. There were two custom maps. One of them says, play this map with your friends and watch out, the island will be sinking soon. I was like, there you go. It said the water will be rising soon. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm right. So I sent that to my friend, and then he sent another map in the game that was like, watch out, the island will sink before you get to destroy your mates. So even the developers of the game had
I killed someone.
mixed messages.
Yes!
Nice.
Did you get a shotty as well? Behind you.
The assault rifle for me was my favorite one that I've been using. Because it obviously just sprays out a ton of bullets, and you'd need to be less reliant. Yeah, just take it. Take it.
So aggressive.
You're already low health when you engage then. So
Yeah, right. Oh, I forgot to heal.
Yeah, you gotta heal up.
Yeah, and also, but I believe as well, once you pick up a weapon, you respawn with... Oh, wait, you've got
Hang
a
on,
shotgun.
I'm just quickly getting my controls now.
Oh, interesting. I was respawning with the same weapon that I'd picked up before,
Left
so I
trigger,
wonder
yeah.
what that's about. There is a thing within here as well. Nice work. That you can, when you go into things like shipping containers, there are places in the level you can hide where only when you're inside, like...
We saw that corpse get blown into that.
Yeah, that
like
basically...
this? So if
yeah,
I hit in here...
like brush in Dota or something.
So right now they wouldn't see me and I could just be like, surprise!
Which of course now is a game that I can talk about as much as I would like.
There's not really brush in Dota though. That's a LOL thing.
Oh god, it's been so long since
there
I
is
played.
there is line of sight in Dota, so you can be behind a tree.
Let's use that.
Yeah, but there's no brush.
Oh my god.
Totally.
Where is he?
That's a
been too
that's a
long.
that's a
Where did he
pathetic
go?
noob thing.
He's down there.
Been too long. Does it still have the worms phrases such as ooh ooh?
Yes, that famous.
Nice.
I just heard it then. Go Gus.
Spaz Russell.
Oh yes. Nice
Nice.
work. Heal if you can.
What is it, up or down?
Up on the D-pad. You don't have anything.
Okay, time to move.
That looks like green.
How do you get
Green heal.
help?
You pick them up.
There were like med kits.
What's going on?
What is going on?
I think you were wall climbing a little bit. You're on very low health.
That's
You
all
are
right.
so freaky
That's
low.
all right.
Oh, it's actually going back up.
Oh, nice.
Maybe it's just a time thing.
It could be, yeah. That's cool.
Like you can just go and hide somewhere and get your health back up.
Gus,
Classic
this
Todd.
aggressive nature is working for you.
Oh no, that was silly. No. This is
With a baseball bat.
I like the momentum of it. So the way
Once
the roll,
you figure out the rolling and the jumping, because
Yeah.
when they're walking, they're quite clumsy, and
Yeah,
the jump is
yeah.
a very heavy jump.
yes.
So
Like,
BRB's
it's how I imagine a worm would feel when it's jumping.
Oh god, what weapon was that?
BRB cycling. This is what's it called? Worms.
Worms rumble.
Rumble, which is more of a like action-y shooter, not turn-based. So
Shout out in the chat to anyone who remembers playing, I think it was called Leroy, which was a Worms knockoff that everyone played that was like so Worms was turn-based, but Leroy was this game we played where everyone could just play in real time, and you would throw like nukes and ninja ropes and just see if you could spam the screen. I think I'm seeing some people might remember it. It was the most incredible game for everyone to waste time at.
Lero.
Lero.
It was so much fun, and it was like, yeah, Worms knockoff shareware that everyone played at school.
The person who just killed you, the game has been out for less than 24 hours, and they have over 700 kills.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
To be fair, there's like a lot of kills per map. Oh, sorry, per round.
It's interesting.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Pete, what you mentioned before, and someone in the chat said that no destruction, because you're right, that's like such a definitive part of Worms. It's actually like the most interesting part of Worms, you would argue.
Yeah, because it makes Worms a strategy game as opposed to just like a
Aiming.
aiming and shooting game.
Totally, yeah. So I guess having so many players in a map would mean that map gets wrecked pretty fast. But
Roll is
potentially you could
Left
have
trigger.
Left trigger. You could have areas of the map that are destructible because and look, I can't let this one go by with the 10th gen Intel Core processors. The destructibility would be fantastic because that's what the processor is handling, guys.
That's true.
The processor is handling remembering the destructibility. That's not graphics card related. That's Intel 10th gen core processing power.
I feel like this is something you've
Multitask.
only just learnt yourself, and you're really excited about it.
I had to look up what processors did because I never understood it, and now I'm like, oh
There you
right,
go.
that's why my games.
Now you won't
run
shut
like
up
crap.
about it.
Yeah, now it's all I talk about.
It's a decent sizable map as well.
Yeah, I was just going to say, where is it?
I like the dimension to it in the back as well.
Oh, roll out of there, Pete. Get out of there.
I didn't realize I had an automatic weapon before.
Look how
so,
obnoxious all these worms are.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so
disgusting.
No vanilla, simple worms in there. It's all hockey masks and
You have a.
that.
That's-
phrase.
Was that
Samuel L.
plunger?
Jackson's
Killed each
hat.
Was that plunger like a melee weapon?
I think it was a replacement for the baseball bat.
Oh, go. I didn't quite get my head around the changing of the weapons yet, so I feel like I'm keen to play.
There is a great weapon that's a sentry turret.
Get him, Pete.
And you basically, if you see it, absolutely pick it up because you can drop these little like sentries that have these laser beams. So I got in an area where I just dropped 3 down. They're all laser beaming, like entrapment. Keeping me safe. And then anyone who jumped up there just got wrecked before I even had to touch them.
You got yourself a Steam achievement there, champ. And now you're dead. By, again, the most obnoxious character.
Sunglasses and a baseball cap.
Camel Rage 99 says, Intel 10th gen processing power, making your exploding sheep more extreme, 1 megahertz at a time.
So, like, that's the best thing about
exciting.
Nice.
Worms has some of the most, like, those classic weapons. The Holy Hand Grenade, obviously a great
In here,
one.
the sheep one.
Sheep is awesome, but it was always really hard to work out because it would,
it would move independently.
It would randomly, Super Sheep, you could hit spacebar again and you could use a cape and fly it around.
Am I imagining there were bananas?
Banana bombs, which would then blow up into multiple other bananas.
Smaller bananas.
So it's like a cluster
really
grenade,
big,
but far more. The Granny was really powerful, but really difficult to control. She'd just like mutter forward and blow up.
Mutter forward.
She literally goes.
I think so.
That's great.
Do you want to have a go?
Nick, you're up.
So yeah, Nick as well, because like obviously we just played the deathmatch mode, and it was very much just shoot all the things that you see.
Yeah,
which is why you did a good job when you didn't have friends earlier. The Battle Royale, how does that work? The map is large and it is a shrinking map size?
Let's find out.
Does it shrink?
Last worm standing.
Because the maps feel really big, so if it's just like a deathmatch, like last worm standing situation, are you getting drawn?
I would definitely imagine so, because in the tutorial there's that green gas thing, and I haven't seen that in a weapon at all.
It's kind of the crucial part of a Battle Royale is to have a shrinking map in some way or another, so I feel like that's probably what'll happen here.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I think, was it, we might have skipped it in the news this week, but there was a rumor that Halo Infinite might be bringing in a...
No, that was bullshit.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They said multiple times that was bullshit. And again, it was another rumor.
So
and
the reason we skipped
the community manager at Bunzzz was like, this is, at 343 was like, no, this is bullshit again.
Okay.
No, did he say, no, he came out and said, well, we're not going to comment on it.
No, he said it's unfounded.
Yeah, right.
As they've said since the start.
Oh, I totally took that as confirmation. Well, there's no way that they're not including a Battle Royale.
So
they don't even have a working game. Why would they be building a Battle Royale?
Because of money. That's why.
So my thing is, based on the most recent iteration with COD and Warzone, is like, I'm happy for Battle Royale to be an extra thing in every competitive shooter-style game as an extra mode. Like, I don't see it as being a detriment to the rest of multiplayer if it's incorporated in a way that
if it's just mode,
Yeah, like, I like it. I think it's a cool way to play a competitive game from time to time. If it's the be-all and end-all of that game, a la PUBG or something, it can be fatiguing, but I like it now being an option. And obviously player bases and the amount of people playing is the reason that those modes sometimes don't survive. But I'd be okay if Halo brought one in. I like how there's now one in Worms. I like different games trying different variations on it. I've championed it from the start, and I feel like, I love a Battle Royale, and I'm okay with it.
All right.
That's where I was going.
Well, I'd love a Battle Royale as well, but Worms is just not giving it to us.
It is
It's searching automatic.
It's taking forever. Let's just go back. We know what it is. It's going to be some green fog. Is going to like wreck my life.
It is
I'm going to die. I'm going to have to load back into the stupid queue, and after dying straight up, I'm not going to find anything good. This is how these things go.
It's just the worst genre.
It's the worst genre of games. I agree.
It's just the worst.
So everything I just said, you guys are like, it's also terrible.
But you had an impassioned argument, and then they just said it sucks.
Yeah. That said, I do not play Battle Royale.
I'm sure
in
I'd
COD.
love Battle
fucking
Royale.
hate it.
I was amazing at it.
The Battle Royale in COD is the best part of COD.
Oh no, the
Modern Warfare, the Battle Royale in that was great, or whatever.
Look,
Yeah, he plays Plunder, which is basically a Battle Royale.
It's not though.
It's not.
I know, you get respawns.
It's candy.
Yeah.
Candy.
PUBG was my favorite.
Oh, you collect a bunch of money and you have a material wealth and greed.
I'm palm-olived. Or something.
Pleonexia.
Sure, close enough.
Palm-olived.
What is that worm?
Oh, I love the no-face worm.
It's
Yeah.
terrifying. I also love the beard though.
I love them all.
All
Those guys look great.
Same map.
Wormies.
Which again,
Just one
probably,
big map.
I was going to
These
say,
maps would have been so fun to design.
leads the idea of Battle Royale.
Get him. Show us this, Nick.
I think that's the that was on the
face. That's all No Face.
Yeah, he just destroyed.
That's like Ace Ventura, the worm.
Yeah.
It is. I want that. I want that.
Yeah, is it actually just the one map that's really big and has different little zones?
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Oh my god, I'm doing terrible.
No pressure.
Melodic Storm was asking you guys if you like Tetris 99 and the Super Mario game thing.
Left trigger to roll. Yeah.
I never played the Mario one. I heard mixed to negative things. People said it wasn't actually a fun mode to play one or two. I really like Tetris 99. I played heaps of that.
What's happening? Grenades?
He's firing a grenade launcher or throwing grenades.
Nice.
Oh, right bump to throw grenades. That would have been useful. Yeah, Tetris 99 was a really clever way to incorporate it into a puzzle genre, I guess. Yeah, love that.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think the idea of last person standing is totally fine. It's just, for me, it's just like, close that gameplay loop. That's what I need. I need you to just like, not have a bunch of downtime in that, and actually make it that I get back into the game.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
my favourite times were PUBG with you, Pete, and maybe like Jimmy or a couple of the other, like your mates as well. Like we had a good team who knew where everything was. We worked well. We always prioritised keeping everyone alive.
I think I've always, I haven't minded the battle royales that are like PUBG. I think what I liked about it was that, and I find this is the same with Spellbreak.
Yeah.
There is enough time where you can like not encounter other people for long enough to feel like you can be like, finding new weapons and like hiding and like
you were great at it.
You know, trying to ambush people and stuff like that before it gets really spicy.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm getting enough out of that experience.
It's really spicy.
Spicy.
Yeah, that's the right word.
Yeah, totally, definitely. But very funny.
You changed it.
So that I get enjoyment out of it, and I don't feel like I'm just like insta dying in the queue. Like if I play Apex Legends or whatever, like, you know, it's just like I spawn in, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Is you still playing Spellbreak?
I played it for a while, but then Destiny came to my life.
Yeah,
Is it still an early access thing?
But Spellbreak.
There's no face. No face.
Get him. This is going to me now.
Oh my gosh! Avenge!
What's his weapon?
Hamish, send a Domino's pizza to the PO box, and we'll pick it up next week.
Bumper. Angus!
Oh yes!
Smacked him.
You are a worm's daddy.
A thing.
I have
It's a weird thing to be good at. It's a thing. Go in the lift.
Never played a Worms game in my life. I don't think.
Not even the OG Worms.
I don't think so.
Oh, the bait.
That was
the one
back when
in
there
the
were
day
only
was-
like 3 video games.
There was Worms and Lemmings. They were like the
wasn't
same game.
And Rampage.
I wasn't really allowed to play video games then, so I think that was just like.
You would have, if it was a mud, you would have been all over it. If there was a way that you could convince your father that what you were actually doing was schoolwork, you would have been playing.
No face got me. Revenge.
Oh, Evil Spy Boy says I just boxed something up to send to the PO box.
Nice. Excited. I hope it's not hair.
Yeah, I hope it's not. I hope it's not shit, because if it is, we're just gonna have to give it away on the show. We got no room in here for things that we don't have room for.
We'll make room. We will totally make
love
room.
all of like the lovely things you send.
I like this area.
They adorn our
here.
set.
Or we eat them. Thank you, BMAC, for the Pocky.
Yeah, Nicrotex says, "You guys want a broken bowl?"
Very good.
That's a reference to his word of the day, in which he broke his bowl.
Did
under
he?
his weighted blanket.
I like to hope that he.
Well, he threw it in the air. That was Nicrotex, right? Yeah, that was.
Yeah. I'd like to think that he planned it though, and face.
No, back.
Every time.
This is a different no face, but they're all the same to me.
When I roll over a
every
weapon,
ace is the same.
Press, so some things you
long hold
automatically
X?
pick up, like ammo, but you need to change out a weapon. Long hold X.
Yeah.
Plasma Blaster's pretty good. It has a charge up, but it's
And what are those? Is that a med kit? What is that?
no, that's a box, like a crate.
oh my god.
Open.
Oh,
Okay, that just does some damage. Let's
Wow.
mess this guy up with that one.
cool.
It's gonna mess that guy up. Those
Hang
are
on.
crates to open up and
no
find
ammo.
gear in.
No.
Oh wow, that was the
No.
one bit of ammo.
Damn.
Press and hold.
Did I get any ammo for this thing?
You got an
Got a med
assault
kit.
rifle? No. Yeah, no ammo.
Still no ammo for it. All right. He's gone by now, I'm sure. Let's go use a grenade.
Bling, bling,
Nope.
bling,
Let's
bling.
go. This guy.
Nice. Good drop. Good drop.
Oh, this is spicy. This is spicy.
This is spicy.
Ever so
That should be a t-shirt.
One down and no face.
Jumping shoddy.
It just keeps coming back. You got to last minute that shoddy.
Yeah, totally.
I've got to get these kills up. This is embarrassing.
Where are
Lots of people are making very funny jokes in the chat about sending us their rubbish.
Yeah.
And those jokes are very funny, but I swear to God, if you do it, I'm banning you from the Patreon. Please do not send your rubbish to our PO box. Only we are allowed to send you rubbish.
We have too much rubbish as it is.
Absolutely.
We often finish shifts here by going, everyone take a bag of rubbish.
And we do work in shifts here. I have to put that.
I punch in, I grab a bag of rubbish, I clock out.
again.
Yeah, it's typical 9 to 5.
So no
kind of
socks.
stuff. Ooh.
You can send new socks.
New
but
socks
not
would be
worn
great.
Socks.
Custom socks for all of us. Christmas socks. Knee-high socks. I would
sexy
trade in a
time.
pair of knee-high or thigh.
Talking about spicy.
Could I pull off thigh-high socks?
And nothing else?
You could. I always find they're
Is
nice
anything
to
else
put on
needed?
when you haven't shaved your legs.
I think
Or if you don't shave your legs long enough, people just think you're wearing them.
Yeah.
knee-high socks
down
on
here.
Nikolai
Yeah.
would probably go to just above the shin.
Thank you very much. Because these pins go
All the way to the floor.
All the way to the floor.
Is this a way of saying you guys are less interested in worms now? You're like, you know what? These are the kind of socks I can wear.
No, it's that I feel like you've got this on lock.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you're
I
handling
can't
business.
Toothy worms.
with
I
your
don't
spicy
like it.
gameplay.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
A toothy worm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Toothy
It
like
worm.
reminds me of, I feel like I saw a Stephen King movie once, like late night on
I
TV.
know what you're talking about.
And it was
Yeah.
like a penis
Tooth
with
one.
teeth that like attacked people.
There's that one, and there's also one about a vagina with teeth.
That's called...
But that's actually really...
That one I haven't seen.
That's
Mel?
called Teeth, and that's actually like a really clever... oh, shit.
Thank you to Intel for
Satiric-
sponsoring.
It's like a really good dark comedy that's like a commentary on...
Teeth. Dental hygiene.
No, that movie's got a very clever name, actually.
Isn't it just Teeth?
It's called Teeth.
Oh, is it called Teeth? I
think so.
Oh, it's a less clever than I thought.
But it's a good film.
What was the one?
You got
Tremors.
Tremors.
No, it's Tremors, right?
Oh my god,
Is
this one...
Teeth the vagina one?
Yeah. Let's
Stephen.
drop it.
Not Stephen King.
Stop it.
Let's talk about
We can talk about it after the outbreak.
I got 2 kills. I got a double kill. Maybe let's talk about that.
Good job. Double kill.
Thank you, Peter.
That's like a double feature of teeth and the penis one.
But Tremors was Stephen King.
Was it? Oh no,
Yeah.
Tremors was. Yeah,
Yeah.
the one Steph's talking about was not.
That was Worms.
Hang on. I've just got 2 kills.
10 seconds remaining. Come on,
Wait,
Gus.
what? Oh god.
Close this out.
You're at
Nice.
7
Find me a
kills.
worm. Find me a worm. It's my Tinder profile. Come on. No one? Anyone?
Oh, take him!
Oh.
It was
Ace-
No Face.
It was Ace Ventura again.
No face.
Damn it, with 3rd place. That's
Are we third
strangely
place?
No, Ace Ventura was third place.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like sort of compulsively playable. Like you could just keep going back into. Oh,
Whose
God.
account are we on?
Contact.
For context, we made a Steam account here for games we will be getting just for the show, and the email is contact. So that's why our username is contact.
Okay, so that is Worms Rumble. I am a fan of it. I actually, I'm going to play some more this weekend. Actually get my eye in a little bit on it. But
Dreamcatcher.
It is Dreamcatcher. But it is probably, like you said, there's been a ton of Worms games where they just have not nailed like what makes Worms special. This could be the thing that at least does something different, but captures the vibe. And I think because of all the crazy weapons and stuff, it works pretty well in this.
Yeah.
It's cute.
It looks like the kind of competitive game that you don't really care about winning. It's just about like, oh, I want to get the cool gun and get a kill. And it's like, there's no like, you're not sweating on this one.
Totally not.
But what you will be sweating on is how impressive the performance is of the 10th gen Intel Core processors, which of course, well, they aren't stuffed, but one of them is stuffed inside this NUC Extreme sitting right here. And if you want to pick yourself up a NUC Extreme, then head to Umart or Centacom or PC Case Gear. They've all got them. They're all well stocked with those, and as well the NUC Extreme and any of the 10th gen Intel Core processors that you could possibly need. Just get a couple, because you never know when you need a spare, and give one to a friend. It's the season of giving. All right, thank you very much to Intel, and thank you very much to you guys. We'll be back after this very short break.
This very exciting short break.
Oh!
Nick! Where the hell were you?
I feel like the guys I was getting matched with on most dating apps were just not right. Like, these were bad men. So now, after every awful date I have, I just tell them to join Allwood.
From parent IT company Isaac, Allwood is the dating app for the modern woman who's sick of being matched with assholes. Here's how it works. Men join thinking it will be an easy way to hook up, but what they don't realise is there are no women here. Allwood is just dicks. Now these guys will only get matched with people who share their interests. Interests like lying in their profile bios, not calling you back after the first date, and actually being married with kids. Let's hear from some of our unsatisfied customers. Don Juan DeFucco asks, where do ladies at? Biker Balls wants to know, why do I keep getting matched with jacked dudes who send me pictures of their dicks? And Sisyphean Penis has the self-awareness to ask, is this some sort of ironic Grecian myth punishment? Allwood, there are no women for you to harass here. It's just all wood.
expecting that end.
I love the words that we get from our sponsors. It's so great and weird and awesome.
So good. Mods, I'm really sorry to do this to you, but it's present time again. Let's do that present Nightbot randomizer present giveaway now. The word from our sponsor as well is now for the month of December for the season of giving, because we are giving so much to you guys. You give some back. We've opened it up to everybody. You don't need to be at any tier of the Patreon.
And I believe the ones that we saw, all of the ones we saw tonight, came in the last 3 days.
Totally.
Since we opened it up to everyone. So there is a lot of interest. You got a lot of creative
And you've
people
seen how wild and weird and wonderful they are. It really can be anything.
Yeah.
I just like seeing little slices of people's lives. I think there was a period when Snapchat first started when I just had mine open. And there was a beautiful, 2-month period before I started getting pictures of people's dicks that I just got pictures. People would just send me pictures of everything,
of beautiful things that they
them having dinner, or they would just send me I'm just working on my homework or whatever, and it was just so nice. And then I got dicks, and then I had to put on private.
So
I think about that 2-month period all the time.
So I need to do this because I think I've just realized what's going on. Gus,
I'm getting so many matches right now. What is happening here? It's just match. They're the boobs are to be looked at. It makes sense. I get you. I get whoever these people are. They're my kind of. No, they're not my kind of people.
They are you.
They're all me.
Steph's talking. We're all having an engaged conversation. I'm like, why is Gus just sitting on his phone?
Nicholas.
And then
it's a bit.
It's a bit.
It's a bit.
Speaking of a bit, stop the competition. Let's pick a winner for the Christmas present number 3.
I want to pick one.
You get to pick one.
Yeah.
You get to pick one. Confused Echidna has won the giveaway.
Hey!
Confused Echidna.
Happy Christmas.
That's great.
Merry Christmas. Whatever you say. Happy holidays. What do we say? No.
Happy season of giving back.
And I saw earlier Confused Echidna say that Christmas is not always a happy time for everyone. Some people
Good point.
That's
lost
great.
family members, or they don't celebrate Christmas, or there's just they're having a hard time. Hopefully this brightens yours up a little bit.
That's true.
It's good.
Or it doesn't.
Or it doesn't. Yeah. Maybe
You know
it just
why?
Have to be
continues
happy
the
at
trend.
Christmas.
Do you know why it's going to brighten their day even more?
2.
Go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. 2.
What's happening?
Steph is like, what's going on? Wait, you've opened the same thing?
2 pop vinyl things.
Hey!
Confused Echidna. I hope you like plastic shit.
Wait, hang on. Who's the one on the left?
This is
What on earth is that character?
this is
I hate you so much.
the child as written on the box.
Thank you very much.
And this is Ivor, and it's male Ivor as well. So double whammy. The double pop vinyl. Take note of that.
I just wanted to curveball the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that was wild.
Alright.
Yeah.
Live a little.
Sorry.
Steph's got a system.
Sorry.
Steph's face. Congratulations to Confused Echidna. Please send me a DM on Discord. Send me all your contact details. Send me any personal information about you that you want me to know, and I will make sure that you get those 2 pop vinyls to your house ASAP. Also, I want to give away Watch Dogs Legion code. So can we just do that quickly as well? Can we get should we just use? Is it hard to change the keyword?
No, but let's get dog, D-A-W-G.
DAWG is the
Nice.
keyword for Watch Dogs Legion code.
Oh.
The person
we'll
I matched
spit
with
that out
said
right
it was
now.
a great idea to open.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Stop talking to yourself.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
You're on iMessages like sending send to self.
So we will be good to go for... Why are we in emote only? Oh, it's so that dog mode when emote... I see. As soon as emote
playing it
goes
well.
off,
They're
then
playing-
you can
Look how-
start...
Oh, wow.
the competition.
Such
is live.
control. They've got such control of everything.
Almost like the mods know what they're doing.
There we see a dog.
Good at moderating.
I think
There we
Dusk
go.
Bunny was first dog in the chat as well.
Almost like they're professionals at what they do. So many dogs.
While this is running, Gus, do you want to move to...
Sure.
just because I'm sick of you.
Thank you.
do you want to jump in?
And while Gus moves over, we're going to stop the competition now. Thank you very much, mods. Competition is over. Roll that randomizer, and the winner for Watch Dogs Legion code, thanks to Ubisoft, is 24 Prov. Well done, 24 Prov.
Congratulations.
24 Prov, nice.
Prov.
And I believe we have codes on multiple platforms. Nick, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, we do. We have codes on... I have codes for that game on PS4, Xbox, or PC. So whatever you would like, let me know. Send me a DM on Discord. If you're not on the Discord, send one to a mod, and the mod will contact me because the mods and us are in regular communication, Peter Burns.
We've tried to fix some of the communication breakdown between ourselves and the mods because the mods are working like dogs, DAWGs, every week. And part of the problem is we never find the time to keep them up to date. And
Exactly.
now we're doing it.
And now we're
Hopefully.
doing it.
Hopefully it's working.
So while I move over to that couch there, can we please intro our final segment for the evening? And that, of course, is the Intel Back Pocket PC giveaway.
There it is. Look at that beautiful little pockety that Gus made. Bursting at the seams with graphics processing power. Just processing power.
Just processing power. Thank you very much to Intel, of course, for sponsoring this because Intel have provided a $4,000 gaming PC to give away to a lucky Pocketeer.
That's a good amount of money for a build. You can build a good PC for like $1,800. You can
It
build a
feels like
great PC for $2,500, and we've got a $4,000 PC.
$4,000 gets you good mileage. Like you don't need to upgrade again for a decent amount of time.
Totally.
Yeah.
And that's what really building a PC is all about.
Totally.
Because you want to buy something that's affordable, but then you're just going to be upgrading again in like 6 months at the rate we're going at the moment.
Exactly. So tonight, what we are doing to celebrate this beast computer that has it has an i9 10th gen Intel Core processor in it. It has a 3080 graphics card. As soon as that graphics card is available for us to actually put in there, we got 32 gig of RAM. There's a ton of other stuff in there. It's a beast. But the very special thing to make it very much something that we are giving away is we're going to be theming it tonight. We're going to be designing some decals and stuff for it to make it a back pocket PC.
Oh, Gussie, I don't think I put your mic on. Hang on.
So, Gus, you still on that app?
What? No, everything's fine. Hang on.
So we just want suggestions from you guys in the chat. So this is a bit like a POC art, I suppose.
Yeah.
But we just want to brainstorm how we would customize this PC to make it sort of pocket themed.
So what we can do is basically take suggestions of what people think would make a good decal. What I'll probably do is I'll pull from the internet some images, some rough references. We'll Photoshop them onto the side of it, and then when it's done, it'll obviously look like a monstrosity, but I'll take that away and I'll finesse that into a finer looking design. I might even sort of hand draw elements of it, and we'll get that printed as a decal. We'll slap that on the side. I think the most obvious place is we'll see where it is when the PC tower turns up. Whether we put
we'll keep
it
it PG as well. I think the stuff that goes on the box.
I definitely think so.
Oh god, yeah. I know it's been one of those episodes, but let's keep things tasteful, guys. So what we'll be able to do is, if you guys kind of want to, the suggestion here is like, if I say, for instance, chuck something in this design, it'll then apply itself, hopefully, to the PC in this image here, and then we'll be able to slap some stuff on it.
I saw suggestions for an unzipped Pockety already. I saw suggestions for Scardy on there somewhere.
Blue Pie Ninja, I think, wins and just says Nick's face on the entire thing.
I saw M&M Bucket also.
Phoenix Alliance is like an early 2000s car. It needs fake bullet holes. Those are speed holes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so this might be...
sorry to interrupt, Nick, but I'll let you guys make the call. And so everything, like, I've got chat here as well.
Yeah.
As you guys go, when something becomes an idea, throw it my way, and then we'll start incorporating it into the design.
So it is a Christmas present. Do you think Christmas themed is too, like, do you want a Christmas themed?
No, because by January 1st, you're like, fuck Christmas.
Yeah.
You would
I love Christmas probably more than anyone in this room,
true.
but I wouldn't want a Christmas thing all year round because then it makes Christmas not special.
That's true.
I think like if we're going to be making it an amalgamation of wonderful pocket related things, I think Scotty should be on there.
What if it was a giant 7-foot overflowing with M&Ms?
Oh, good luck getting that one across.
And Scotty is licking
on
the toes.
I'm going to veto the Giants.
What I do like, though, is...
It can be incorporated very small somewhere in the design.
I think it has to be just because so many people have said
Yeah.
it. But I think you're right. Small, tasteful, Angus.
Tasteful.
Okay.
I would like to see as well the... and, you know, you can veto me on this, but I think, like, the Intel Inside Pockety is actually, like, a cool way to get that on there. Because if you buy a pre-built system, it's often going to have, like, the CPU, GPU
the
stickers on it.
Yep.
And it's like... Oh my god, there's a little baby.
Oh, I remember when I took that photo. She was just sitting there.
Dog's gone
So
away.
I think it should be like the watermark, the tag of it.
Yep.
But not. It doesn't need to be the feature of it. It's just like you've done such a cool job of designing it. So I would like to see it on
The
there.
Intel Pockety is a kicking off point for somewhere on it. Is that what I'm hearing?
Just like the small sort of like the badge that you would normally get on it.
Yeah.
So it's
Yep,
not.
yep.
Yeah. The hero is the foot. I think we all have to agree.
We're back on the foot, are we?
I mean M&Ms definitely I think need to be like empty buckets and something.
Yeah, M&M bucket.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Let me try and play catch
It
up.
could be do you want a computer with just an empty bucket?
Dr. Willis says a picture of Nick in thigh-high socks,
Ooh.
but exposed foot.
Cinnamon Buns says we need gutters, and I think that's all we'll talk about. Killer Cobb had an interesting idea: a bug snack Pockety, where basically all of Pockety's bits are replaced with in-jokes. So, like, he could have M&M hands, and he could have, like, he doesn't have anything else. He has a body and 2 hands.
Yeah.
But that's not a bad idea.
Sorry, I've got a little window management here on multiple screens, guys, so just bear with me. I like that. We can let's bring in original Pockety, maybe, and we'll work from that.
Yeah.
Work out from there. Cool. So, if I'll grab original Pockety with a headset, maybe? Gaming? Something a bit different. Or are we going to do something with his head? Or are we whispering to each other?
No.
Apparently we're
Gus, how are you doing with the pressure of drawing in the moment? I've never asked you, but is it something that you enjoy?
Good save. Gus's legendary shower head. What's that about?
Yeah. It's got good pressure.
Oh, the good pressure.
Everyone's going to Gus's place. That's a post-show story as well.
Yeah.
I love the idea of, like, we're bringing in lots of random parts, but I do like the idea of bug snacking up a Pockety somehow. That way it's like everything I have to attach it to a
He doesn't have limbs.
Yeah, that's my only issue with it.
No, but we're gonna give him limbs.
Straight up OG Pockety.
Okay, so you're going to give him feet.
There we go.
And then you're going to cut off one of those feet.
I like what you think. I like what you...
The excitement.
I was like, I've never been so excited about something in my entire life.
There's a lot of fear in me because, like, Steph's usually the conservative one, and I'm like all for going hard into in-jokes. But this is someone's computer.
Yeah.
It's a sticker.
It's a sticker. They can take the sticker off if they want.
That's true.
But we don't really want them to want to take off the sticker.
No,
do we?
I think
we need to make something that's fun,
Yep.
that celebrates the show
Yep.
in an artistic way,
Yep.
so that it's something that they'll smile at whenever they look at, not be like revulsed.
So this is not the final say.
Repulsed?
Repulsed?
Repulsed.
This is not the final say, but can we, Mods, would you mind just quickly putting a poll in whether we want feet or not? Just because I feel like it is an iconic part of the show.
If you're going to put feet in it, I think it needs to be like a Where's... That's disgusting.
That is so horrible.
It
Also,
needs to
they're
be like
they're
a
the wrong
Where's Wally
feet.
thing.
The right is on the left, and the big
Yeah.
toe should be in the middle.
Oh my God, what is wrong with those feet?
He's got a point. Sorry.
It needs to be...
Now he's shy. Now he's doing. Ooh.
I think it's adorable.
No, get rid of it. If you're going to include feet, a foot.
Pretty funny. Though.
If you're going to include a foot, it needs to be like a Where's Wally style, small, like barely perceptible. No. Oh God, it's getting worse.
Oh yeah, this
so
is like
funny.
This is like the nude giant dude in the Watchmen.
No one is going to want to win this computer.
The
They're
guy
going
that
to buy a new
That is
case.
so funny.
destroys the world.
What if
They're
it
going to
does?
scoop out all the bits and
Yeah.
just put them in a new case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well look, it's pretty split 50-50, so I don't want to upset the people.
So just 1 foot
just
rather
one
than
foot.
feet.
1 foot, Where's
Good
Wally
concession.
style, small and hidden.
All the people who voted yes, you are my favorites. But yeah, we probably look. I'm happy to be vetoed on that. So
Really? Oh, I was really getting into that.
I mean, what if it it's more basic, but if we went with the idea of like feature Pockety,
Yeah.
like as the thing, because
Yeah.
that's the brand.
I like
that's
it.
what it is.
I like it.
And then something like if he had M&Ms pouring out of his head, and he had some other stuff around
Keep
it.
the in-jokes rolling.
Scotty's like poking out from behind.
Yeah,
Yep.
that I feel like that is probably a better. Cartmore Rage says, "Oh no, the small feet are actually much worse." Then that's probably like a better look. Maiden Muse said, "Can the whole decal be a circle with a banner like the Pop Art logos?"
That's
That might be
idea.
nice as like a sticker to put
Some
on
of that
it.
stuff I
And-
will definitely clean up when we do the
cool.
final design. What we're coming up with here, while, like, I mean, I could say, guys, finito, we're done. But
I would absolutely want to win that computer.
The reveal was very nice.
No.
That's pretty good.
It's awful.
That's pretty good.
I hate the
I would say, can we
I'm
get
going to have nightmares about those feet.
let's get a tiny Intel Pockety printed, and it goes like on the face as opposed.
that's what
it
you're
goes
going at.
elsewhere.
Yeah.
And then let's focus on a feature design that's going to
that's
go on the
so
window.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good. All
always
I can
seems like
see
those
is that-
coy-
Can you,
Like,
Gus? Can you please save? Can you please save this as a separate PSD because this is definitely a shirt design.
and don't touch anything else about it. Don't
Yeah,
match
don't even
the
move
colors.
anything.
Don't do anything else.
Save, save it, and we'll come back to that.
That is so funny. Okay, so bird in a towel, a woodsman axe. We've got.
Wait, so we're losing the feet, but
We're losing the feet, yeah. But I think we're going with feature Pockety with some stuff,
M&M's
pouring out of it, with some like cool stuff around it.
Okay,
cool.
Well, I know I said I wasn't
So
going
we've
to
got Lady Lapland, Woodsman, Sex Magician, and
Nick Boy.
oh yeah,
Okay. Well, I might fall back into drawing mode here because that might be a bit quicker to
Yeah, sure.
do a few little added things to him. So first and foremost, I heard there was like a towel. So if we go sex style,
You could give him a towel and just some feathers dropping out the bottom of it or something.
Yep, I'm with you there. So the towel
That's a post-show story joke.
wraps around
Yeah,
the face
it
there.
is.
You should subscribe to the Patreon to get access to that because that's a great story. It's a pocket. Pour M&Ms into it. Yeah, totally. Need the 10:30 alarm going off, says Dazzy86.
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
Remind us to
Yep.
order Coke on Amazon.
Why is this a yellow towel?
8 p.m.
Well,
period
I can
tracker.
make it white. Sure.
I would make it white.
Yeah, because it's like a dirty
okay.
towel.
Yeah, that's like been soiled.
Yeah.
Use your layers.
All right.
Sorry for the post show.
Use your layers.
Give me the next thing as I'm going, so I can sort of speed do it.
Nicrotech says, "Oh my god, it needs to be throwing M&Ms like confetti at a wedding."
I
So
like
like a little hand going.
Oh, that's
nice.
fabulous.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
it.
yeah. It could be throwing. Do we want them throwing at Scotty since dogs can't eat chocolate?
I don't know
Probably
how
not.
I feel about
It's
the
artistic
I don't know that I
license.
like the towel wrapped around.
You don't?
I feel like I want the towel to be like open and behind.
Oh, I
But,
see
like,
what you're going
I feel like
with.
it spoils the line of the pocket.
Oh,
the
okay,
pockety.
right.
You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
if the
yeah.
towel? Yeah, okay. Either open or pulled,
And he suddenly looks Grecian.
or pulled at his
Toga
at the
party.
feet and with some feathers.
I think like a banner behind him. The towel is like
Oh yeah, can you
know
do
what
a banner towel, Gus? Is
No, but I think I know what you mean.
that akin?
as if he's just
exposing himself.
exposed himself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Tarask says
yeah.
He's a
open,
flasher.
so you can see the feet.
Flashing's an interesting thing because obviously it's sexual assault if you do it in public, but oh yeah, it's still in. You got me to put the frame up. And everything. But if you've pre-organized consent, it's a nice surprise.
Pre-organized consent.
It's a nice surprise.
Yeah. It's just. Are you okay? Are you okay with me
Sometime in the future?
releasing a dove into this room, which again you'll get if you subscribe to the post show?
I thought this was going to be PG. This is never PG.
PG in the
Just
sense
use
that
your
there are
lens.
going to be no like genitals on there, but like there can be references to non-PG
Tentacles?
if they're not over the top.
We can chuck.
I don't think you don't want that. Even I don't want that on a computer.
Tentacle.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah,
I couldn't
yeah.
look at my partner when she walked into the room. By
Yeah,
a tentacle.
yeah.
I would just be like, "All right, I'm sorry. It's over."
Save it for the.
I am who I am.
I'll see the kids every second weekend.
Yeah. That's for inside the hard drive, not outside the computer.
Yeah,
All right, next feature. Let's keep going.
Scotty.
Scotty poking up behind the towel.
Yeah,
Hello, Scotty. Yes, we're talking about you. She just like got up like.
she was like, "You rang." There
She is.
Yeah,
Very cute.
that's cute. That's cute.
Yeah, she's popping out.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hi." What she's actually doing is like, "Where's that bird?"
Yeah.
And then the M&Ms need to be spraying.
M&M spraying as well. All right.
Yeah.
I'll just give her a little cheeky outline so she feels part of the rest of it.
Lovely.
M&M spraying out just in general. Like we're talking.
Yeah. A bucket and then a series of M&Ms flying around like.
Well,
Nick.
let's.
At the top of the bucket coming out the top of the pockety and a spray of M&Ms.
Steph has picked up on something we have not really gone with the whole pocket motif, which is that we were originally going to keep putting different things in the top.
That's
of it.
true.
Yeah, that's right.
Never
I like
really
that.
got
I think it
round
looks
to
good.
that.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with like really working on that now. So is he going to be full of M&Ms, or are there other things we want to go with there?
I think leave space for other things.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. But possible bucket coming out the top.
And they're peanut.
They're definitely
best one.
The bucket is definitely yellow.
Yeah, it has to. Yellow with a red Skittles lid.
God.
Which is how we roll around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm going to get a drink. Do you need a drink?
Please.
All right. Oh, what
I would
about?
love a little top up of the Pinot Noir.
Oh, I would. You might need to crack a second bottle, but it's just up over the side.
What
if,
bit of fun night?
What if to really sell the vibe of it,
Yeah.
you had a little, I don't know, like a celeb cameo
Get it out of there.
over here?
Come on.
Nobody wants.
We're going to get sued. You can't draw those ears
Disney's always watching.
without paying Disney $1 billion. Okay, what else? What are other good in-jokes that you would be proud to have on a computer? I can think of all the ones.
Well, I think I would like it to. I would like
That is a
this.
terrible yellow.
This is effectively like what we're building here because.
So I reckon that's a terrible yellow.
No, I'm talking a big M&M.
Yeah, Gus always does like great logos for our POC Art patrons
Yep.
who that really capture the personality of them, and this should capture like the essence of like the show.
Yeah.
Which is what we're going for with in-jokes. But I do feel like people were onto something when they were like, oh, it should have sex magician, woodsman. We've captured sex magician in feather and towel.
Yeah.
We should get like
Like an axe.
Yeah.
Yep.
An axe.
I'm with you.
Some IKEA furniture in the background.
Yeah. It should be in a very nice display home.
Yeah.
3 stories.
3-story display.
Whoops.
It should have my new 5-piece sectional in there.
It should have your rising desk. Your standing desk.
Yeah.
Hang on. I need to work out.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea, putting those sort of elements in. I think you're right.
Yeah, I think it should be funny, but it should also be like, hey, like, we want you to have fun with this thing.
Gus, could you give that thing some abs?
Yeah. Let's go with that.
I'm just saying, watch the post show. And they don't need to explain it.
I don't even think that we haven't told that in the post show. No way.
Oh, no. No, he's doing it right. But there's a different story that we have not told at all.
We never will.
We will never tell.
I was wondering why you were laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Right.
I was in a different. I was like, that is a reference.
Yeah, totally. Chuck a beard in there for Movember memories.
Ooh, good
or some
idea.
shavings down on the floor.
If he's just got out of the shower, there's a bit of shower water there, and the water would run down, and would it go that way?
Yeah, good. An axe coming out of the top, a bed in the background.
Level B says the guy that got mad. So Osher on a bike.
Oh, this is too many things at once, but I'm working with it.
Oh, that's so funny if Osher on a bike was in the background.
But it'd have to be like.
Gus, I need you to remove the shower, whatever's going on there. Oh, God. We gave him a mustache. Is it right having a mustache?
I thought we were going Movember.
No, I know, but like that's a big, like we've suddenly turned him into a real...
Yeah, with the abs, it's like this is some 70s porn.
Yeah.
Okay, fair call. Well, are we losing the mustache or the abs?
Lose the mustache, keep the abs.
Ms. Muppet suggested draw a rose, which is code for bachelor, which is a nice... I like that.
Lovely
art.
shot.
He could have the rose in his mouth.
Yes.
Whoops. Yes, I'm on it. If anyone
Have you got a closed mouth?
Okay,
Can you close that mouth?
In the arsenal?
I mean, we know you can't close your mouth, but can you close Pockety's mouth?
Pete.
Yes.
I've got a full screen you guys for 30 seconds.
Oh, goodness. What's about to happen?
No, nothing bad. Just like I've got to like bounce around some files.
Oh, this is exciting because we get to see what he's doing.
Yeah, we can. Yep.
So
Why don't you want people to see this? This is great.
So tell me
Gus.
Tell me about your day.
Okay. Steph and I went out and had brekkie this morning. We went to Frankly My Dear Coffee in Katoomba.
Lovely.
It's a lovely establishment. We both had the exact same meal. And Steph had 2 beverages and I had 1. I'm not going to go into detail, but that's enough. Now you can think about what we might have eaten and consumed.
Okay.
Then we went home.
Yep.
Then we were on a call. Mm-hmm. We were on a call?
We were on a call. We've been on a couple of calls.
Yeah. Steph did an interview.
Yep.
We got in the car and we drove here. And then Steph made this place look lovely.
Beautiful.
What'd you do?
I woke up at 5.
Yep.
I played with the kids in the morning. Then we got our couch delivered. Total nightmare for 45 minutes. Just so many pieces going up and down stairs and old couch being removed and all that sort of stuff. Then set up the couch. Then had a massive...
When you say set up the couch, you told us, I don't know if you mentioned this, but it is a modular couch.
Yep.
Did you set up the couch in that you got to play around with the design of it, or you knew exactly how it had to sit in the room?
Well, I was about to say, we then had a massive fight with my partner as the best configuration of the couch.
Yep, that's always fun.
Then we resolved our differences and decided to continue our relationship. The living room now looks lovely.
For the child.
We have
just call it Grogu.
We have graduated the children to a eating setup.
Are we?
And then I had the rest of my day and I came here. Angus, show me what...
I'm not going to go to you. Yep, okay. Oh my goodness.
Done.
Okay.
Is that what you're after?
It's pretty good.
Oh my God.
That's a strong tooth.
Idiot. It's one tooth.
What's the rose?
As Bachelor Osher reference.
Oh, okay, yep.
Why is it one buck tooth coming out of the right side of its mouth?
Don't analyze it. Just be in awe that I did it that quickly.
He's chewing on his lip. He's like, chewing on like salt chewing on one side of his lip.
Can you make the little white bit,
Angus.
the bottom white tooth bit black so that's inside the mouth maybe?
No, we're moving on. We're moving on. The reason it's done quickly is because I actually did that this week. if anyone goes and checks the Patreon, the Jordan Prove Your Love Pockety has a rose in his
that's
teeth.
true.
So I was like, I can grab that. I literally did this on Wednesday.
I was just like, that is not how you hold a rose.
Oh, and the Pock Art guy,
mouth.
the Pock Art guy who's behind the Intel guy at the moment has it as well.
Yeah, see? Is this guy.
Oh my god.
Moving on.
That was
I heard an
funniest
axe in the top. Where are we putting all the rest of his accessories?
So need an axe. We need
Maybe lodge in the part of his face where the rest of his mouth should be.
Sure, Pete. Do we just what are the items in the head? Because that's we'll get through that. And there's
Gazra in the chat said, I only just noticed that blue character is a pocket.
good stuff.
Okay, so we got an axe. We need something for Steph in there as well.
Lady Laphund. We've got the dog, but we feel like we need something a
We've
little
got a Lapland.
Yeah, but that's Scotty.
We need
she
a
actually
lady.
exists. What about a bowl of Jello fruit?
I didn't have to know. I just realized that I was really hungry.
What about an obsession? Yes. What about an obsession with MMOs? A sword?
Hang on. This is
People saying Steph's sword, which is actually the sword of Ragnar Lothbrok.
It is the sword of the king.
That's
If you
not bad.
if you can Google it for reference, the sword of the king, Ragnar Lothbrok from Vikings.
I like
Steph's Liney Pie says Steph's horse she drew, but we all know it's Steph's donkey she drew.
I thought you said whore, and I was like,
No. I did not.
It was definitely a donkey.
it was just it was a horse with large ears.
Yeah.
What's happening here, guys?
I don't know.
I just had to
Are
fix
you
layers
stealing
back in.
things from other pocketies?
No, I just had to fix a file.
Oh, right.
Sit there. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
There we go.
That's looking good.
It's coming there.
I'd put that on my computer. I wouldn't.
maybe the towel should have something on it, like written.
Yeah, something in Latin.
Yeah, something in Latin.
The boobs are to be looked at.
Yes.
Okay,
Translate that for me because I'm busy.
Nice.
Press X
Press X. Yeah.
Yeah, press X is good.
could be there.
I like that.
A headset that's muted. Nitrotex with a classic. The towel should maybe just say back pocket.
Yeah. Fair.
Bold.
That's fair, but in Latin.
Every time.
An inverted controller was another option. I don't know how you I don't know how you show an inverted
I just
controller.
noticed what you did
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
bottom
yeah,
of the
yeah.
pocket.
We won't talk about that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Vesuvius suggested the toes are the teeth of the feet, but in Latin.
I can't keep writing things. This is getting tricky.
No, it should be like more object related.
Back pocket, Cinem Retro in Latin, according to Bega.
We could just put like a
Klestein?
we could put like a game controller in there just as like a reference to the thing we all love.
We could put, I mean, chat have never seen this, but we see it every episode for multiple hours at a time. We could just have the number 60,000 written up on a chalkboard behind Pockety.
That was so important when we moved in here. And
was.
it's not meant to think.
I don't know what it means. What is it?
It was just like, it was a figure that we were like, this is something we should aim to achieve for like a particular project that we were talking about.
Yeah. Right, yeah. Okay.
And so now we're just like, we're like, and we're going to use this blackboard constantly. We haven't used it since day dot.
And literally, like, everyone who walks in here, including, like, multiple representatives of many multi-million-dollar companies, sort of turn around and go, what's the 60 grand? It's like, pay no attention to the $60,000 on the chalkboard.
Poxy?
No, he's got stubble from the Movember.
Ah, okay,
Oh,
cool.
right.
And
yeah,
what about
fix that in
this?
post.
The that terrible wizard beard. That I
Oh,
got.
your disgusting.
Oh,
hair that
do you
had.
want to memorialize that on a Pockety?
Yeah. I feel like don't do too many weird things
Don't
for the
make it
Pockety.
disgusting.
Yeah, I was like,
Too
because
many weird things. That's what this is for.
I think as Pockety with the rose in the mouth is nice as a central thing.
Yeah.
Even the Even the stubble that you've put there right now makes it look like he's very ill.
It does. He looks. He's got chicken pox.
That combined with the buck tooth, and the
all right, give me more things that I can add, not things that I have to remove.
This is deliverance, Pockety.
Yeah. Okay, let's add.
A couple of people have suggested a cancelled before release sign.
Oh yeah.
Some sort of Gus representation in there.
The towel doesn't do that already.
Yeah, we got Gus in the towel. We got me in the axe. We got Scardy. We need you two. We need something that represents both of you.
Legs that go all the way down to the floor?
Legs all the way to the
floor.
That's pretty
think
funny.
It has to happen.
And it's got knee-high socks on, though.
Yeah, it's happening. It's bloody happening. I don't care what you guys are saying. I want these chicken wing legs.
They're very good.
Okay, chat. Do we keep the legs?
No, it's happening. It's just happening.
Gus has made an artistic...
I hate them.
I know.
If we provide the legs as a separate optional decal.
Too hard to line up. Too hard to line up.
No, it wouldn't. You could do it.
Oh my god. People are saying
that's a
absolutely keep
SpongeBob
the
leg.
legs. Dear God, keep the legs. The legs are canon. Keep the legs.
All right. The hands are so like when you put hands in some of the Pockety designs, they're so like beautifully.
I don't reckon do the socks.
No, the socks wreck the legs.
Just
Wreck the
little
legs.
blue spindly legs.
Yeah. Your first attempt was the best attempt. They don't need any touching up.
Oh my god. Okay, there's a poll up for the legs, and hell's yeah, it has 91% of the vote. Yes.
This is the missing part of Pockety I've been searching for in all my designs.
Contrasted says Nick does 0 leg days.
I mean, does that mean he also just needs the arms holding the towel out as well? Like
with the rose in the mouth.
This is like.
Okay,
now he does look like he's exposing.
Okay, you ready?
Does, yeah.
Now it gets weird.
But I love it. He's out and proud.
It's totally wholesome.
Yeah.
It's so lovely.
The towel should read "Our gift to you."
Oh my god.
That's very good.
That is so funny. That is so funny. Well, if you do that, Gus, then I think you have to frame left and right 2 birds fluttering out of there.
That's true.
I think that needs to have. So for those who don't know the story, because it was a post-show thing, the short version is that Gus was having a shower, heard a noise in a different room, and then went out and found that there was a bird in the house, and his cat was trying to kill it. And so to save the bird, he had just hopped out of the shower. The only thing he had was a towel, so he threw the towel onto the bird to sort of save it, and managed to pick the bird up and rescue it, wrapped up in the towel. And then he was like, okay, what do I do with this? So went to his window.
This is a naked man holding a bird in a towel.
So went to his window and opened up the window, and then sort of like shook the towel out, and the bird flew away. And then he looked up, and one of his neighbors, she was just standing there in her apartment looking out the window and saw him, and he's a naked man shaking a towel, and a bird just appears and flies out of it, which is why we call him the sex magician. And so that's why the towel is there. That's why the birds are here. This is all coming full circle.
That was my favorite Gus post-show story.
It's the best story you've ever told.
These look like ghosts. Sorry, they're like.
Ta-da!
Oh, they're cute. They're Twitter birds.
They are the ones, the Twitter birds.
Pat is melting said John Woo just gave a standing ovation.
Lovely. We still need to get Steph and Nick in
Yeah,
somewhere.
guys, I need
Well,
more.
my legs are in there.
Yeah, that's right. Nick's legs are in there.
True, I need more.
What are you? Oh, you're the axe.
I'm the axe. You could maybe put a bit of. You could maybe put a nice, like, heavy bit of gaff tape around it,
Oh, that's
or a coloured camera tape, just around the handle for more grip.
deaf.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like all of my things are kind of like boring, long-term, obvious.
What about-
things that I like.
Maybe Pockety could have a speech bubble that says,
There's the gaff.
"Guys, can we please get a cleaner in here?"
We do need a cleaner.
Or it's the what's some of the greatest notifications you get from your ovulation app?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, what?
Pete, there's your gaff.
Oh my!
Okay.
Too
Oh
much?
my God!
Too much. Put it on the axe.
Yeah,
Pockety stands
because
by himself.
You've implied he's hiding something.
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
whereas this is.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you know what the weird thing about this is? Pockety is never dressed, but by having a towel, we've implied that he's naked.
Yeah.
But I've never looked at him before and gone, he's naked, because technically he's made of clothes.
I'm sure there were some evenings that we spent when Gus was designing Pockety where
We had that conversation.
there were some phalluses.
There was definitely there was a patch for sure.
Yeah.
Patchgate.
Yeah. And what made the hole in the pocket? Wear and tear.
Thank you.
I see. I'm there.
Rolls of gaff tape.
Pockety should have Danish relatives.
These are things I can't draw. These are concepts, guys. I need physical things.
Draw the Netherlands.
What about something from Best Friend Forever?
Oh yes.
Give Pockety that little
give
cute
it-
outfit.
Give it a bully stick.
No, gross.
Oh, not a bully stick.
No, I think maybe just do the put
A destiny jacket.
Put my sword in there. Oh yeah, the destiny jacket.
But then you and Pete are both defined by weapons.
Sharp weapons.
Well, I think I should be defined by weapons more than Peter because I have one.
That's true.
True.
That's
and I am
true.
not actually a woodsman.
That's
Yeah.
also.
So you could remove the axe and I can just be tape.
No, we're not removing things. We can just add
What's
more and more
behind
and
the
more
axe?
and more and more.
Because you don't
That's
have
the
you
gaffer
don't
tape.
you don't have that on a separate layer and you don't have enough
Okay,
undos.
cool.
Is that why, Gus?
No, it's because we keep taking things away, and I'm happy he's got too much room that we can add.
Thank you,
heaps
old
of
mate
stuff.
Dave.
Did you look up my sword?
Sure.
Just drawing ace. He's just drawing ace.
Can you draw
That's
Steph's
not a Viking sword. The cross.
That's a lipstick with a hilt.
Can you? Skivoric wants to know. Can you draw? Skivoric wants to know. Can you draw Steph's ITV
Not a
accent?
Skirivik.
Say again.
Can you draw Steph's ITV accent?
God damn it. Steph, I'm returning this image, so do not stress. These are just placeholders.
Yeah. Ryby, my boy, says, do you need the pocket logo on the towel, or can it just be the words? Well, yeah, we won't have the logo on there. We'll figure this out. This is all just placeholder.
Let's see how it's looking on the PC.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
I would want that. I want that now.
I think it would look good in the circle, like the way you put the other POC art logos. I think that like it contains it really nicely as a round sticker.
The circle could be a roll of gaffer tape.
Do you know what we can do? Like, I have got a.
Arms and legs are amazing.
I've seen, I think it's Melwane or something, keeps saying that they would like to be represented on the case. They think Pockety should be represented on the case with a tiny piece of shit somewhere hidden. in it.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's
that's
pieces
nice.
of shit.
Yeah.
That's the other one.
You could maybe make this Oh, yeah.
I've just got some accessories for him that I'm kind of like, the more we add, the funnier it is.
But can you just toggle that layer on and off for us?
Yeah.
So we're like, Tom Cruise, like the person,
business.
risky business, but the person that he is like, he's exposing himself to is into it, and as soon as you turn those glasses off, it's like, this is just some
weird.
guy in my house.
Yeah.
That's true. I just want to remember if I had.
And I prefer just the guy in the house, if I'm honest.
Really?
Yeah. Look at that. Look at all those bits of art.
It's great.
Look at all those hands.
What was the one I had? News host. I had this when we originally were going to do us, and I was like, we could throw. I mean, Steph, I'm not going to exclude. We're going to get you in there too, but I'm just like.
No, I see how it
It's
is.
very much a bloke. It's for the blokes, this one.
Fuck off.
This one's for the blokes, all right.
I'm just adding.
Shout out to all the blokes out there who are having a good old blokey evening.
Oh my god! All right, I'll get rid of it. Jesus.
It's the lawyers.
It is the lawyers. It totally is.
I mean, that's kind of great.
For the boys.
One for the ball.
Made Muse said a microphone of boom arm. Microphone on a boom arm. Gazra says, I can't believe how talented an artist Gus is. All right, come down.
Oh, that's what I want to hear. Thanks, guys. Oh, God.
Oh, what about...
With layer usage, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what if they're coming out? Hang on, I just realized a really good use for these.
I don't think they should be on there, dude. Get rid of them.
It's like they can...
Yeah, no, don't put those on there.
Get rid of them.
They've never been seen anywhere.
All right, fair call. They're the lawyers.
The what?
The lawyers.
Akarash, and Bunzzz.
Yeah.
Put them in that ad next time that we use
right,
that.
make it
Again,
part of the law,
I'm
and then
being
you can
told
do
more
it.
things to remove than to add, so I need...
Still need something for Steph. Oh, we got the sword there.
Sword's good.
You happy with the sword?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
like sword.
Steph's happy with the sword. We'll put Pockety in one of those circles. I feel like there's one piece missing, but add Will. We could just have a Slack channel called Little Will.
If we were going to... This is effectively a POC art logo for our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need to think of more stuff that represents the show, like...
Christmas.
What about a set that's really annoying to move?
Yeah.
How's that work?
Any set is going to be annoying.
Yeah. Can you represent the frustration of a space you're rapidly growing out of?
I still think you should put a video game controller in there just to kind of tie it back to video games. We're
Totally.
A video game I think
Can you
that'd be a nice thing
represent
to add.
everywhere you look just has structural poles in the middle of the fucking room? Why?
Yeah. Yeah, do that.
Okay, guys.
Oh, and do you want to put our Pocketies in there?
Oh, that's nice, Gus. I like that.
I'll
Yeah,
get these in.
Oh yeah, you did this for. Is this one of our logos, or this was for?
This was for like we did a generic one with a bunch of game controls.
Yeah. This
That
was
is-
game.
So
Game Boy.
Yeah.
I can clean that up. But do you want to get our ones in there as well? And like,
John Bibb says the controller should only have the X button. I like that.
that I can do.
That's a nice touch.
That I can do.
Yeah.
Do you want our Pocketies popping out from behind the towel, behind the towel, if that makes sense? So we're like, you know,
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We're like the Pockety Party posse. Pockety Posse.
Yeah. The PPP.
The PPP.
totally.
The third variant of that acronym that we've used for the show.
Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good.
That's a full head of Pockety.
That is. I will obviously straighten things up,
You'll
do a
clean
bigger
all this up.
axe,
Oh, but it looks good, man. Looks
stuff
great.
like that. Let's grab.
The more you scale down the
needs to be
size of that
something-
controller, because that's the only thing that we
has scale.
has an absolute size. That controller, the more you scale it down, the larger Pockety looks.
Yeah, that's so true.
There needs to be something on the other side to mirror Scardy.
I love it on the PC.
It looks so good on the computer.
There's Pete.
It looks so good on the computer. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, there needs to be something on the other side of Scardy to mirror that.
Yeah.
I was going to put us as the other hosts.
Yeah, nice.
All hanging out.
We can just be a little.
Yeah, cool. Like
gaggle.
fanned out or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the plan there.
Two in front, two
Okay,
behind.
cool.
Build
Well,
them
we'll
up.
think if anyone. By the way, if you have any more suggestions, like Gus said, he's going to be working on this later next week sometime, sort of like
Looks
really
like you
clean
have
it
a
up.
mullet.
So if you have any more suggestions, whether maybe.
on the Discord. Maybe we can make
Maybe
a.
we can make a Discord channel that's
Yeah.
like suggestions for this, just in case something good pops up, because
Yeah.
we'll still fill out a bit more bits
Totally.
and pieces. So I think that could be, we'll make a channel in the Discord and put those in there. That would be a good.
Would totally put this on my car. You need merch.
Merch is definitely on the list for next year.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to sell this as like a little sticker or something down the track for people.
Wait, what? I did not think
This is the Beatles, man. That's like the cover of. Actually, that's the cover of Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody album.
Yeah.
So can you, when you're done with this, can you put it on the case and can we see what it's like without the sunglasses and with the sunglasses?
Yeah.
The sunglasses add a little something.
They add a little something, but they also like they make them too cool almost. That's my concern. I do think they look great. Let's have a squiz. Now,
How many bits for someone to get this tattooed on them? What about because I'm going and getting some new tattoos very, very soon.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Getting quite a few actually.
Want to come with?
What are you going to get?
So I am getting a there's a couple of like just super personal things, but also getting this arm is going to have a little boy dressed up in a dinosaur costume, which is Banjo. And then
dressing up like it's Banjo.
Yeah. Right. And then on this arm, I'm going to get Elkie, who there's an artist that we've got commissioned to do this little. She does these cartoons that look exactly like her. And when she was a really small baby, one of the first things she did when you would say something and she would respond to it, I would say, Elkie. And she would do this. Sorry. So she would do this and lift her arms up like that. And so she would be sitting on the ground and do that. And so I go, Elkie, praise the sun. And so it's like a little Dark Souls meme. Yeah. But her as this beautiful little cartoon drawing. So that one is going to be her praising the sun. And then I'm also going to I'm thinking about getting here and here are going to be waveforms or sonar or whatever of the heartbeats the first time we heard both of their heartbeats.
Oh, that's nice.
You have recordings of those? They give you a recording of that? Yeah, sick.
Like a sonogram.
Because I've seen that, and like you can use an app on your phone to like scan it and it'll play the sound, right?
Yeah.
Those ones? Yeah, that's so cool.
So that's anyway, but the point of that, I was like, should I get a Pockety as well? Are we committed to this yet? It's only been 5 months. But
we're committed. We're full chest piece. I think you should. No, I don't. I think if the fans still love it and we're still going after into year 3, let's film it. Let's get you a Pockety and we'll make
we're
it behind
doing
the
this
scenes.
in year 3.
Year 3 Pockety.
And if the Patreon has grown,
if something survives for 3 years, it will survive for 10.
That's true.
So
yeah, but also it will definitely get cancelled by the ABC at 10.
Yeah. Absolutely. That's a good run. You've had a good run. You had a good run. You had a good run. We've got to make way for new things that will last for
show that
will last for 6 months.
Yeah. So okay, definitely should do that.
I'll get I've said 4 times I'll get a Pockety tattoo and everyone's like, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Gussie, put it on the PC for us, mate.
Done. Coming up.
What a party.
That's awesome.
You know you're going to be getting some sick frames in Cyberpunk with that motherfucker on.
That is so good. Imagine all of the destructible environments that the 10th gen Intel Core processor could remember with a computer like that. Now, can you turn off the sunglasses?
Oh my god!
I'm concerned that it's unbalanced because of all the blue Pocketies on one side and then Scardy on the other.
Well, he's going to draw Scardy, right?
Yeah.
But she's not blue.
We could maybe do
what?
Okay, so in the design, it could be that Steph and I are on the left, Pockety's right, and Nick and Gus are on the other side, and Scardy's with us, popping up in between us.
Yeah. Okay.
So then the balance is like she's a little lower than us.
Yeah.
That balance can work. Scotty's bigger. Fixed.
Wait, what was did you say 2 and 2?
Yeah, 2 and 2 with
definitely.
Scotty on our
It seems
side.
like a pack coming out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now the only thing, and this can be a thing that we can solve later, are there too many Pocketies on this, or is it okay?
No.
I think it's okay. I think Pockety, with the scale of everything, Pockety stands alone as the hero of the piece.
I think as long as they're small, it's okay.
We're there just as like the fans of Pockety. And then we'll get an Intel Pockety sticker printed out from the same joint we get the decal printed out from, so we can put that on a different side of the case.
Yeah.
It's just a little watermark.
Gus, you and I need to have a child as well.
You guys look identical. Have the thinking Pockety.
We should have so you'll
Pick
have
a
Pete,
Pockety.
Steph, and Scardy. We should have Will.
Oh, little Will!
Yes, I owe him a little Pockety.
Yeah.
So you've got Scardy on your side, and we've got Will on our side. There you go.
Who in the meantime will be held by Spelunky Pockety.
That's actually not far off.
That's not far off because he did Indiana Jones. Yeah.
Absolutely. And also, it's also apt because one of the thing of the days he made on OG Pocket was it featured the scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
It is?
Huh.
Yeah.
God, that kid.
Running to the plane. Is that Raiders? That's Raiders. Yeah. It's the start of Raiders when he runs to the boat.
Yep.
So are you still thinking no on the Sunnies?
So put it on the PC. It's hard to tell from this.
Yeah. Because this looks great.
Yeah,
that looks great. That looks great.
That's so good. Now turn the
sunnies off.
Oh, this is my job. Do this. Now change it. I'm not
Save.
sure which one.
Save. Toggle back.
Nah, Sunny's on.
Sunny's.
Oh, I'm so split.
Really?
Because he's more pockety. He's more pockety without the
I
sunnies.
think I like sunnies off.
Let's do a poll.
Well.
Let's do a poll. It looks great both ways. A race.
But also,
sun.
we will not promise to adhere to the poll.
Sunnies on is a lot. Let's see a poll, please.
It's just, there's just something. I feel like there's something about the sunnies on that give it a feel of going like, this is awesome.
Yeah, he's
Like,
confident.
this is like a dope PC.
Yeah. He can't handle the power of the system that's putting
whereas,
out.
there's just something so like, you know what it is? There's something so bold about it with the sunglasses and everything that's happening with it.
This is a pocket that's confident in exposing itself.
Totally, yeah. This pocket knows that this is going to be well received.
Nah, now he looks like Harry Potter.
Now he's a nerd. You've just turned
nerd.
Oh, get out of here, nerd. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
a badass pocket.
Now put him on a tiny motorbike.
I think I prefer it without.
Sunny's on is winning with 59%. This is difficult.
It's
We're
tight.
not-
I feel like we're going to leave him
Can we see it one more time without?
Oh my God.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
No, that's all right.
Love you,
I
sorry.
think, again, if we have any great suggestions while we're not doing this, I'm more than happy to add them in as we go. He could use a different...
Could we get a
empathize
decal?
with him when
separate
Could we get a separate decal?
of the
That's-
sunglasses.
Yeah,
Gus?
and
Optional.
Gus, is that possible?
I mean, of course it's possible.
No, but like, is it possible that you can get it printed that with that finer, like border or whatever? Because if so, we could just ship it with the computer, and the person who wins can choose whether or not they want to put it on the sunglasses.
And all you need to do is put a bit of sticky tape on the back and go.
That's true.
Or you could, or it'll have the decal.
But he could also, he could not peel the sticky stuff off the back
Yeah.
and just blue tack them on whenever he feels like it.
Yeah, totally.
When
totally.
He needs a cool guy.
at night he takes them off.
Yeah.
And then that means we could also include a foot. I'm just saying. So this is fantastic. I'm so happy that we teamed up with Intel to create this absolute masterpiece. No, I want this computer. While we're getting decals printed, I've got a glass box and a computer that needs some stuff on it.
Yeah, we could save money by getting multiple prints.
You've made him aggressive. I don't like it.
Yeah. He was cool. Now he's like.
You know what fixes that?
Now he's a sleaze.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, now I hate him.
He's too cool. Lose the brows,
Yeah.
but keep the sunnies.
That's Chad.
That's Chad. If this was a game, his name would be Chad.
Yeah, that game's name would
Also,
be Chad.
That was the moment I fell in love with you.
You've said that before, and I love it so
Is the
much.
stuff down here a stain?
Yep.
Yeah.
Abs. Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
We got a lot of abs.
I just feel like I just don't like things that compromise the pure integrity of
I
Pocket.
feel like there's a layer I turned off that I shouldn't turn back on, Steph, if that's how you're feeling. This one? There it is.
That's the shower sweat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, okay, gross.
Okay, so
No, let's gotta go.
okay, cool. So we'll do some more refinement on this.
Very much
Of
so.
course, that's the royal we. But I love this.
Gus is a royal?
Imagine getting, and then obviously, and Gus, can you show us the Intel Pockety that's going to go on the front of this as the little
You can.
Intel
I think
badge?
you can put a tiny foot coming out the top of the pocket.
Stephanie's
come
around.
I said a where's Wally? I said as if it's small enough.
Yeah.
You know, no one would see it. Like no one would see it.
Severed by Steph's sword.
Yes, you
Make
did
it very small and
You
cute.
did it.
What if you did it? Do you like it more if you did it?
What if the pommel of the sword was a foot?
No. No, it's just
Gus, turn off the other one, please.
tucked right.
Angus,
It's just tucked
sponsored
right in the
segment,
back.
Angus. What is wrong with you?
Oh, God. Yes, the Intel Pockety will be on the front. Oh,
So he's going to be on
Or
the front as a little
get
badge.
I reckon he's gonna be like an inch by an inch.
Yeah.
This, I reckon he's like a cute little.
Because he's got a bold
cute little
color
badge.
as well.
Totally.
Yeah.
He's sick.
Yeah.
I want him.
It's so cool. I think it's the best integration, like the sort of Iron Man thing integration we've had of a Pockety. I really like it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I am thrilled with what this PC is going to look like.
Put it on the power button. You totally could.
You
Harlow.
totally could. Powered by Intel every time you hit it.
Yes. Nice. I'm happy.
Cool. I love this.
That looks great.
I love this. I can't wait to see the final version. Although the rose looks like lips now.
Peter, bring up the card. I'm coming back to the couch.
Okay. There you go. So that's going to be on the side of the $4,000, and it's going to be a more than $4,000 computer once we get the decals printed and put on it.
And also, we kept some money aside for that 3080. Yeah. But also, it's like the way that the 3080s are at the moment, we're just grabbing the first one that comes up. So that could be anywhere between $1,400 and $1,900, depending on the prices that I've seen.
Totally.
Yeah, wow.
It may have your 3080 might have an LCD screen on it that will just play Akira while you're gaming.
Yeah, good.
You just turn it on and it has anime films.
So we are super excited to be giving this computer away. As we've said that we've been partnering with Intel on this. Intel have been generous enough to provide all of the insides of this incredible PC to you. Most important of which, the 10th gen Intel Core processor that is ready to be overclocked. It's perfect for competitive gaming, streaming, recording, content creation. This is all the sort of processor stuff that we have. We've got Intels across the board. I think it's i9s as well across the board in the studio. Everything that we have in here is Intel, and it is all the stuff that we make this show on. So you could start making this show. You could basically do what little Will did, which was make Pocket when we go on the Christmas break.
Yes.
And end up getting a job because we hired him based on the fact that he made a show to replace our show while we're on holidays.
Totally.
So you could be that person with this computer. To get this computer,
the way you would win it,
yes,
the appropriate way, because you're going to win a computer, and with the decal on the side of the computer, it's beginning to look a lot like Pocket. See what I've done there?
Oh, that was brilliant.
I've taken a classic Christmas song, but I've replaced some of the lyrics with Back Pocket.
I like it.
And that is what you need to do, but far better than I even got close to doing there by entering the contest, which is on the Google form, which is up live.
In fact, after that performance, I think the winner will receive the computer and Gus's salary for probably the next 6 months.
Wow.
That's good. That's what that's
okay.
$60,000
Or my self-recorded and self-released Christmas album coming soon.
Insufferable Scotsman in the chat said, "Hey guys, I'm starting up a new channel called Pack Bucket. Who's interested?"
Wow.
There is a link in. Sorry, excuse me.
You haven't even eaten M&M's tonight.
That's a good point.
I had a couple. I sneaked in a couple. The way to enter this. The way to enter this.
Expect you to go. They all come out.
Nightbot just posted that link in the chat, but we'll be putting it on the Pockety, the Pockety on Twitter. We'll put it on the Discord. We'll put it on our social channels. You're going to be flooded with the link for this competition over the next couple of weeks, so you will not miss it. But if you do miss it, just send me a message on Twitter and I'll make sure to send it to you. You have until the 18, 17, 16, 15th to enter, midday on the 15th of this month to enter the competition. And then we will draw and announce the winner on the 17th on the final show for the year. And then we will ship this computer out to you. And I do want to remind you as well that the computer, next week we're going to be building the computer live on stream, which should be a ton of fun.
We're going to show off our build of it. I think we decided that a build might take a bit of time.
We had a conversation after the stream and it was I'll take 60 to 90 minutes to build a computer.
And you'll build it really well.
To keep it nice and tidy. And it was and Gus is going to build this and I'm going to film it.
It's not scintillating viewing.
That's right. So we're actually doing it's going to be a video.
Montage.
Yeah. We're going to put together a video and then reveal the computer on stream, which should be really cool. And then the last week we'll reveal it. But we are still waiting on the 3080, and we all know about the supply constraints on those graphics cards at the moment. So if you win and we don't have the 3080 yet, we will order it and ship it directly to you. And in the meantime, you've got two options. One, if you already have a PC and a graphics card, you can just use your existing one. If you don't have a PC, or if you have a graphics card that's older than my old graphics card, we will put my
980, right?
Yeah, my 980 GTX 980 will go in the computer and just ship out to you so that at least you can use this beautiful PC that we built for you until you get the 3080 just sent to your house.
Third option, you open it up and a small pop vinyl of an unnamed Star Wars character rolls out of it. So whichever works better for you.
Fantastic. And then that rounds us out for the evening as well.
Nice.
Very exciting times here. We've given away a lot of stuff. Should we give away?
What a wonderful episode.
I think we could give away one more present.
Well, can we? Because we did 2 in 1.
And there's more to wrap. There's more to wrap as well over there.
We're going to give away one more present. Let's go emote only. Present is the keyword when the emote only chat is turned off. And then a lucky winner is going to win themselves something here as well.
Steph's going to rip one open. She's going to undo all her good work.
Steph is going to undo all that good work. And then emote mode is going off any minute now, and there we go.
Oh, look at that present.
Right, blood. It's a lovely present. It's a square.
Yep.
It is.
It rattles a little bit.
Oh.
How do we describe that? Noisy?
Broken.
We never said it was going to be a whole.
It is now broken.
And the competition is closed now. So thank you very much. I hope you've had time to enter. I'm sure you actually have, because that was tons of time to write 7 letters.
That was a bold call, because I don't think you stop the thing. You just roll when you're ready to roll.
Oh, right. So they're still chucking in present. We just have to.
What you said was not fact.
Oh, what?
You haven't
have to
stopped.
roll.
It's still going until they roll.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Roll.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Good.
Rough Puff has won the giveaway.
Hey, nice.
Open it. What is it?
I'm sorry, I broke it.
Rough Puff.
6 pop vinyls all wedged together.
It's another copy of Monopoly, this time Mandalorian's
Holy crap.
specific edition.
Oh my god.
That version looks amazing.
Yeah,
I think-
it's got, actually, this one has die-cast, like, metal.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
and stuff.
Holy hell.
So there's like the child version, so there's like the child version, which is a bit more family friendly, and then this one's like a little bit more like, I don't know how I don't know how hardcore Monopoly can be, but this one does. Yeah.
I don't think there's a single version of Monopoly that's friendly.
I was going to say, how hardcore can Monopoly be? Let's talk about the global financial crisis.
Why do you guys have so much Mando stuff? I did some work for Disney, and I got sent like
There we go.
stuff.
But I love the fact that it's Monopoly, the game that's continually been trying to reinvent itself through like new like themes, because it's still a game that will divide and break families.
Totally. And then I just want people to quickly just write. I want 3 people. No. I've got 3 codes for Watch Dogs Legion to give away, and whoever just writes Nuck Extreme in the chat, and I look down and see yours first, then you're going to get it. You have to spell it correctly, though. You have to spell Nuck Extreme correctly. Please make sure you spell it
Dusk
correctly.
Bunny was there.
No. Scott EOT wins 1. Pete, who did you just say?
Dusk Bunny was first to the beat again.
EOT. Dusk Bunny wins a copy of Watch Dogs Legion, and then also I see misspelled, and I see Silent Cloud also wins themselves a copy of the game. Nice. Well done. Can you 3 please ping me on Discord, and I will send you those codes on the platform of your choice.
Congrats.
Or if it's easier, just a whisper to the back pocket on Twitch. You should be able to whisper us.
Oh, that as well.
Because then we can find it.
Whisper's dodgy.
Yeah, send me a DM just because I have all the codes.
Well, if you're not on Discord.
If you're not on Discord, sorry. Yes. Thank you very much.
Whispers like don't save once they're closed. So it's like
right, they disappear.
the conversation disappears.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
they changed it because I think
flaw.
Twitch doesn't want you to really be using whispers, so they're just like, we'll just make it super.
Like, we don't have the server capacity for this. We're Amazon.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Thank you to all of you watching. Congratulations to all of the winners this evening on the Season of Giving Back Pocket. This continues next week. We've got more games. We've got more presents. I believe next week we're also running another cheeky competition with some cool giveaways.
That's still like
and more presents
in development.
And then obviously we will have that PC build next week, and then we'll be giving away that $4,000 PC on the final show of the year on the 17th. So very excited.
Built with love and not skill.
Yep. And that's all you need.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
How badly can you mess up?
I'm going to pour my love into that machine.
I cannot wait to hear the click when you turn it on. Click. God damn it. Check the RAM. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We are back on Monday with the news.
Yep.
We have... do we have anything...
Yeah, we might. You were talking about doing a thing. I don't want to throw on the bus.
Maybe doing a POC stream?
Yeah.
Totally. I went through my backlog and then I took a rest and now I found myself with no more POC to draw. So I thought I might try and schedule a weeknight coming up soon. Maybe
Post show is happening, yes.
Oh, post show after this, but then maybe early next week, we might just do another POC stream, which if I can get some other voices in there with me, will be fun. But we'll get you in on the call. We'll talk through your fears and I'll draw them for you. That's how it tends to work. But it would be great to get through a few more of them because I know there's still quite a few to go and I'm waiting to get through those. So one of those next week. Fingers crossed. No promises, but I'm pretty sure we'll get there.
And potentially another thing that we might do just for fun, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We can make it happen.
I'm keen for that.
Me too, yeah.
I actually really...
No one else is allowed to know. Don't let these two know.
No, it ain't.
To me.
This is like...
You always have conversations
Whispers
like this and I
disappear.
never know what it is.
This is why we made the Discord chat.
blokes only.
Even I don't know what it is.
This show sucks.